Yay, now my microphone's on. Sorry. My microphone wasn't on. Now my microphone's on. But it's alright. I noticed right away. See how good I was? I noticed right away. And look at this. This is really exciting. Hold on a minute. Look at this. Look at this. We're actually playing the game today. Or at least I've opened it up. I mean, we haven't started playing it yet, I suppose. Just turn my heater down a little bit because it's burning my tootsies just a tiny bit. Look at us! Look at us actually playing a game. Who would have thought? I am a tiny bit under the weather today. So, I don't know if we're going to have a full 4-hour live stream. I've got a little bit of a head cold. But I'm here. It's good. I thought we can't go 3 weeks without actually playing any of the Outer Worlds, otherwise I'll completely forget how to play the game. So, you know. We'll forget what poor Titwillow looks like. We'll forget what poor Titwillow looks like. Oh, if our helmet wants to render in properly. There we go. We'll forget that beautiful face if we don't, you know, play us often enough. Oh, I remembered that we'd ended the last live stream, well, the live stream before last here. Also, I realised I'd because I've had this week off work. I mean, I was back today, but I'd had the rest of the week off work. And, if you want to know the extent of my achievements in my time off work, I have put on 3 pounds and I'm almost finished Desperate Housewives. That's basically that was my week. I ate and I watched Desperate Housewives. I've got another 12 days off from the 1st of May. So I thought, you know what, fuck it, I'm going to have this week as my lazy week. And then my next, like, week and a half off work can be my actually being productive and doing things time off. Yes, anyway, what was I saying? Oh yeah, I was gonna do something, was I? Maybe, I might have been. Oh yeah, the highlights video for, not the last live stream, because the last live stream was the one where we just talked. So I'm not going to do a highlights video for that one, because the whole thing was a highlight. The one before that, I never did a highlights video for it, because that week I spent doing the highlights video for the one before, because I hadn't done that one the week before for some reason which I now can't remember, and then it's all muddled me up and confused me, and I forgot that I hadn't done a highlights video for that one, so I've got a highlights video to do. Did any of that make sense? Let's say yes. So Fred went to the gym, then had blueberry pancakes. 1 step forward, 1 step back. Hey, that's 1 of your 5 a day. I mean, come on. Come on. There's Pavati in her sexy goggles. Hello, Pavati. Hello, Ellie. We were up here for reasons. Did we find secret things? I think we found secret things. Oh, let's pick that. We've got plenty of mag picks for now. So yes, you've got slightly ill Magpie today. That's okay. I might be more fun. I might make less sense when I'm slightly ill. Now sometimes you have slightly tired Magpie and she makes less sense than normal. And sometimes you have grumpy Magpie and she just doesn't make any sense at all. And occasionally you have normal Magpie and she doesn't really make any sense either. So you know. I remember this. This has something to do with one of the science weapons, doesn't it, I think? Because it's the day before Easter, just with you talking about blueberry pancakes, because it's the day before Easter, our manager bought us all cream eggs today. He literally came in with like 20 boxes of cream eggs for us all. So I have eaten quite a few cream eggs. So I don't have any snacks because I sickened myself on cream eggs instead. I'm trying to size up whether I can jump across that gap or not. This is like what the cats do, you know, when cats are trying to judge whether they can make a jump or not. And they do that sort of thing where they're like, oh, no, I'm not going to. Oh, maybe I'll, no. And then eventually they go for it. You know, Scorpio can jump from the floor to the top of my bedroom door. How impressive is that? Whee! Oh, I made it. Wow. I'm genuinely really impressed with myself. Can you make it? Hey, you can make it. Can you make it, Pavati? Come on. Ah, the girl. Right, okay. So, I'm going to get my hammer out because I feel safer when I've got a hammer. Obviously. I'm going to pick up some crap. There's a skeleton. you have anything for me, skeleton? You have nothing for me. You are useless. Oh, is there nothing through here? Oh, is this just a thing? There is a science weapon on the groundbreaker, isn't there? You have to go through weird things to get it or something like that. I can't remember. Let's just jump down here. Okay. Viral effect is having peanut butter and marshmallow toasted sandwich. Oh my god, that sounds incredible. I would never think of putting marshmallows in a sandwich, but now you've said that, that sounds incredible. Also, Fred said, what was the red thing on the ground by the skeleton? And I don't know, because I didn't see a red thing on the ground by the skeleton. So now we're going to have to go back up there, otherwise I shall spend the rest of my life wondering what the red thing on the ground by the skeleton was. So, that's alright. Can anybody remember what we were doing? I know we had to do Max's quest. We need to get a something for him in a restricted area. Do we actually need Max present for that, or can we do it without him? We can probably do it without him. Whee! Oh, Titwillow, you disappoint me. There we go. Right. Whoop! Red thing on the ground by the skeleton. Well, that thing, that's just a thing. It's just a bit of red, I think. I don't think there's anything else here, is there? There's nothing else here. Well, that's alright. What's that? That's Gladys. Ah, yes, I do remember. We need to buy the nav key of Gladys because... Just had to break my ankles there for a second, it's fine. Because I sort of forgot that I was meant to be getting stuff for her from the scientists at Roseway. Right? Did that hurt, Bavati? That sounded a bit painful. You alright, love? I agree. Pavati's so sweet and naive, and I do kind of agree with what Ellie says. Also, nothing that she has said to you particularly says to me that she doesn't like you, Pavati. Just because she's not kind of jumping in your arms, you know. I think she's right, that you need to just, like, chill a little bit. What was I saying? Yes, so I was meant to be getting secrets off the scientists at Roseway to sell to Gladys so that she would give me the nav key. But I sort of forgot that that's what I was supposed to be doing, and I just let all of the scientists keep their secrets. So then I had nothing to give to Gladys, so now I kind of need to go and pay for the nav key. Because, you know, I'm a good gamer. I'm a great gamer. I think that was the sexy advert. Do you remember the last time where I'd heard a sexy advert before I started recording and I kept walking past it to see if I could find the sexy advert? I think it was that one. There are a lot of Rizzo's adverts though. So who knows. Right, we'll go and talk to Gladys. We'll get the nav key because I think I can afford it. From what I can recall. Hello Gladys, darling. Okay, 10,000 bits. Yeah, sure, I'll buy the nav key. Have we met Lilia Hagen yet? Who's the one who is the one who thinks there's aliens? Because I like her. Is that Lilia? I can't remember, but I know there's a sub-quest plot line thing about alien conspiracy theorists who think that there's aliens controlling things, and it's all sort of played off as being, oh, those silly conspiracy theorists who think there's aliens, and I'm always a bit like, I mean, we're literally playing a sci-fi game in space on the frontiers away from Earth. There could be aliens. It seems plausible. plausible to me. Anyway, let's sell all of our shit. How much money have we got left? Oh yeah, man, we've still got like over 10,000. Like, how? That is Lilia Hagen. I thought it was. What should I keep? What should I sell? Well, I don't need any of my ammo because I'm not an ammo person. Sell all my ammos. I think I need to get rid of some of this weight. I'm carrying around a hell of a lot. So, if I get rid of that, get rid of that. Get rid of that. That's... Ooh. That's going to be the same as the one I've got equipped, isn't it? I really need to equip some of my companions out with stuff, don't I? I'll get rid of that. And... Oh, that's a sexy hat. Doesn't do much for me because it's block +5 and I literally always forget that blocking is a thing. But it's sexy. Not quite as sexy as my moon helmet though, to be fair. Get rid of that one. That's my hacky armor. That's my techie armor. That's my persuady armor. Ooh, lockpick. Interesting. Get rid of that one. Get rid of that one. Yeah, I think I need to get rid of some of this stuff because, like, I literally never use any of it. And look how much... Oh, actually, I've cleared out most of my inventory. Okay, I've got a lot of natural health regeneration stuff. I think we just... I mean, I just forget about it. Like, I'm never, ever, 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 ever going to use it. I like the tea that makes me better at hacking. I like that. That's cool. So, that just gives me a hangover, which doesn't seem useful. See, I'm never going to use any of it. A better gamer would use this stuff. But that ain't me. Body attributes. Ooh, that might be useful. Anything that gives me better... Ooh, armor rating. That might be useful. And then I'm going to forget about it, though. I'm going to forget about it. Mind you, I used to forget that I had slow down time abilities, and then I started remembering. So... You know... That's weapon stuff. I don't need that because I don't have a weapon. Well, I do, but it's a hammer. It's not like a gun. Movement speed, weapon attack. Ooh. Whirl till you hurl. Wow. What's that? Body attributes. Harmful status effect duration -50%. Now you see, that is the kind of thing that would be really, really useful in certain circumstances if I remember that I have it when in those certain circumstances, which is probably not going to happen. Like conspiracy theories, what the Solarians want you to think. I know, right? I was going to write a whole fan fiction about how the Solarians... I mean, it cannot possibly be a coincidence that the Solarians happen to look very much like what the sort of stereotypical alien look is. Right? They must have designed that like deliberately when they were writing Mass Effect. And then the fact that they're all like secretive and they've got the special tasks group and they're all good at, like, you know, what's the word? I don't have words today. My grasp of the English language is not good today. You know what I mean? I mean, anyway, the point is, I was going to write a fan fiction where, like, it was uncovered that the Solarians had been secretly abducting humans from Earth for, like, decades or centuries. Because they just look like what aliens are supposed to look like. Do they fly in flying saucers? I can't picture what Solarian ships look like off the top of my head, but it would be so funny if they did. Oh, anyway. Yes, the Solarians are meant to look like the stereotypical Area 51 aliens. Yeah, I thought they were. Anyway. Fuck it, I'm getting rid of that. Getting rid of it. We're having a clear out. We are having a clear out. Natural health regeneration I'm never going to fucking use. Tactical time dilation, recharge rate, plus 50%. I'm never going to use it. I'm never going to use it. Skin stiffening agent. Hardened. Makes you hardened if you drink it. Was it actually called Hard Man Elixir? Did I just see that? Enhanced focus and convenient pill form. Critical damage. Weak spot. No, I'm never going to use it, man. I'm never going to use it. And I'm just going to go and raid a million other people's fridges and just buy loads more anyway, so you know. Ooh, stimulation. That sounds exciting. Stimulation through stimulation. Stimulation through stimulation. Okay. Movement speed plus 20%. Melee attack speed plus 20%. Lasts 20 seconds. Rub it on, then get a move. Everybody else is seeing all these sexual innuendos, right? It's not just me, right? Oh, that's stimulation through inhalation. Okay. Yeah, we don't need that. And energizing ointment. Oh god, it just gets better. That's movement speed as well. Okay. Antibiotics cream. That's not an exciting one. That's not an exciting one. Facial mask skin cream. Skin cleanser. Safe for most skin types. Lovely. That's my tea that makes me better at hacking. That's more tea that makes me better at hacking. That tea also makes me better at hacking. Oh my goodness. That's health regeneration. Don't care about that. Base health plus 25%. You see, I've got other ones that are base health plus 25%, which I will forget about. Knock you out bar. Milk chocolate bar with a caramel and pea-free nuts in it. What's pea-free? I don't know. Let's get rid of it. Deep fried cysty bits. The bits left over in the fryer after the cysty pig tubers are cooked. Ew. Ew. That's base health plus 25%. We'll get rid of that. Sorry, I was reading the chat. My eyes have gone all hazy. I'm sure I need glasses, you know. I mean, I think my eyes are hazy because I've got a cold. But I'm sure I need glasses. I keep finding myself squinting at things. I'm like, oh, need glasses. I don't want glasses though. Glasses are expensive. I can't fucking afford glasses. Anyway, salt tuna. What does that give us? Base health plus 25%. Yeah, get rid of that. Get rid of that. Personality attributes, but then it gives me a hangover. Fuck it, I've got great personality. Nobody's got better personality than Titwillow. Titwillow's got the best personality. So, you know. Body attributes. Body attributes. Mind attributes. Things that do things to me attributes are good. Apart from alcohol. Stogie Slims. Oh, is this cigarettes? There's a pack of tabs, is it? That's weapon stuff though. Stuff. Tactical time dilation. Raptidon meat. What does that give me? Base health. Dermal hardening cream. Wow. Not weapony stuff. And what are you? Get rid of you as well. Okay, that's cleared us out a bit of room. We've kept some of them that do various things, which we'll probably just forget we ever have. But now look, today we've got over 100 carry capacity in reserve. So there we go. Okay. So. Okay. Right. So. Let us just check the journal to try and remember what the fuck we were doing. Right. So, Pavati wanted me to take her drinking. We might do that later. Max wants us to locate a security terminal in the groundbreak. Do we actually need Max in the party? I don't know. Oh yeah, that's Sam. I don't really care about Sam. Sorry, Sam. Speak with Lydia. Hey, I want to speak with Lilia. I think it was Lilia. Yeah, because I like her with her alien conspiracy theories. Because I think she's right. I think there are aliens. We had 3 viewers very briefly there for a minute. I scared him off. Okay. The party drinking scene is so cute. It is. It is. Oh, let's not pick our way in. Hello. Yes, the name's Captain Titwillow. Okay, you two know each other. Doesn't she have lovely eyes? I can never get over, like, for an animated character on a screen, you have really lovely eyes, Ellie. So you're a Sublight employee. Okay. Right. Hello, Lilia. You know what? I'm going to put my hammer away if I can remember which button it is. Is it R? It's R. Okay. Hi! Can't hear the game audio? What do you mean you can't hear the game audio? Have you not been able to hear the game audio for this entire time? Because I would have thought you would have mentioned it before now. It's been 24 minutes. Okay, hang on a second. Put that screen on because I can't remember what the... Oh, actually, no, you can't hear the game audio. How fascinating. Would it be that one? It's because fucking OBS had the audacity to update. There we go. Right. Right. Yes, I'm Titwillow, captain of the Unreliable.
Charm. Nice to see the Unreliable again. Useful ship. Hawthorne was my contractor. I'd recognize that leaky boat of his anywhere.
I didn't kill him. Yeah, that's not suspicious at all. Don't let Ada hear you calling her ship names. Although never heard of him. Get to the point again. Yeah, don't let Ada hear you calling her ship names.
Is Ada still at the helm? I don't know how many times I told Hawthorne to restore that smartass to factory settings. I have a salvage job for someone light on corporate ties with a reliable set of wings. But there's a catch.
Just like in the serials.
If you have a nav key to Stellar Bay, the job's yours. Interested?
I have to say, you have nicer eyes than Ellie. Ellie has nice eyes, but you have nicer eyes, Lilia. Okay. So, yes, I can get to Stellar Bay. Tell me about the job.
One of my guys in Stellar Bay has a lead on some high-grade salvage, but he went dark before he could spill the goods. We arranged a drop at the Saltuna warehouse's loading dock. Find whatever he left there and take it to Fallbrook. My gal Catherine will be expecting you.
Okay. What kind of salvage are we looking for?
When the board pulled out of Monarch, they buried or sealed anything they couldn't carry off-world. Apparently, one of Catherine's teams uncovered an abandoned lab with full tanks of Alta Vitae gas.
I am assuming that you can now hear the game. Let's hope so. Okay, what's Alta Vitae gas then?
It's exactly 1 million bits per cubic meter. Before you get too excited, the only thing rarer than Alta Vitae gas is a reliable buyer. Dangerous stuff. Acid for the nuclein in your cells. It's no good to anyone outside of a lab.
But it can be a lot of fun, if you don't mind the possibility of rewiring your body on an atomic level.
You and I have different notions of fun, Dr. Fenhill.
Okay, what's Sublight doing in Fallbrook?
A few of my contractors run flights in there and out again, working around the board embargo. We keep the community lubricated with a steady supply of booze and unconventional erotica. Byzantium kids with more money than sense can thank Sublight for their good time.
Okay, she's got quite a nice voice as well. If you were a romance option, I'd romance you, Lilia. Excuse me, I'm slightly high on Lemsip. Yes, how unconventional, asking for a friend.
One of my guys filmed a Raptidon grinding on an automech.
Oh.
Didn't end well for anyone, including the cameraman.
That's a bit too unconventional, even for me, love. Okay, I'll take the job.
Now, get going. Catherine will brief you on the details when you check in with her at Fallbrook. One last thing. When you're on the job, keep a pair of eyes in the back of your head. Understood?
Okay, whose eyes? Anybody's eyes? You just find a pair of eyes, just glue them to the back of my head. Where? Haha, what am I looking for?
Don't go looking for anything, except salvage. Just watch out. You'll do fine. Probably nothing to worry about. Probably.
It's the aliens.
Good enough for me.
Okay. Oh, bloody hell. Sometimes I find that when you're talking to somebody and then you turn around, your companions are just standing freakishly close to you. It's like, Jesus, guys, personal space.
We don't have to hurt nobody, are we?
Well, I don't know, Pavati. Depends whether they try to hurt us first. If you were a romance option, I'd romance you as my new pickup line. It would work on me, probably. Somebody said that to me. Right. I think my favourite pickup line that I've ever come across is in a play by John Lilly that was performed in front of Elizabeth I. So during the time of Shakespeare, but John Lilly, I think, was more famous than Shakespeare, like in his own time, but then he was kind of whitewashed by the Victorians because the Victorians didn't like the fact that he wrote plays about women falling in love with women. And he wrote a play called Galatea where two women fall in love with each other and then at the end they get married. And this was a play that was performed in front of Elizabeth I. It's not like it was hidden away. Yeah, and it's about these two women and they fall in love with each other and they get married. And at one point during the play, they go and sort of have some kind of sexual encounter in a grove in the middle of a forest. And as they're going to the grove, one of them, I can't remember which one, just says, "Let us go and make much of one another." I was like, you know what? That's a pretty sexy pickup line. Somebody said that to me, I'd probably follow them into a grove. Right, should we go and do Max's quest since we are here? The empty man. That's the one. Set that as active. Can I switch my party, like, without going back to the ship? I don't think so. We'll go back to the ship and we'll switch out the team. Since it's just there. And then we'll go and do Max's little thing. Because I think Max's quest is going to lead us to Monarch anyway, isn't it? Talia Ziarello! Talia, my darling. How's life? How's things? How's the world treating you? I'm a little bit ill. And because I'm a little bit ill, I'm a little bit more mad than usual. So that's good. Oh dear. Hurry up, loading screen. There we go.
Impeccable timing, Captain. I was about to watch the latest episode in Halcyon Helen's thrilling serial adventure.
Okay.
Welcome back, Captain.
Is that a thing we can do
Now
together?
that you've acquired a nav key to Stellar Bay, would you like me to contact Dr. Wells?
The funny part of that Galatea story was that in Shakespeare's day all the female parts were played by men. Yes, I know. And what's even more interesting is that in the play, both of the women are disguised as boys at the time that they meet each other. So they are played by men who are playing women who are both disguised as boys. And they meet each other and they fall in love. And then they go... But each thinks the other is a boy. And then they go to this grove to make much of one another. And presumably discover at that point that they're both women. And then they just kind of go, ah, fuck it. And then they decide to get married. That's more or less the gist of it. Yes, this is a play that was performed in front of Elizabeth I. So there you go. So the Elizabethans might not have been quite as uptight about those things as what we are led to believe. But the Victorians were, which is why the Victorians more or less completely erased John Lilly's existence along with all of his plays. Not just because he wrote about women sleeping with women, but he also, most of his main characters were women. Like the lead characters were women. And he had a lot of plays named after women, whereas Shakespeare doesn't have any plays named after women. He has female characters, sure. He has important female characters, but they're very rarely like the lead character. And he doesn't have any plays that are named after women. One or two have women in the title, like, for example, Romeo and Juliet, but Romeo comes first, as you know. So, there we go. Also, what's interesting about John Lilly is, so you know when you're reading Shakespeare, and it's very kind of flowery, nonsensical language, and you literally read it and think, I have no fucking clue what that means. When you read John Lilly's plays, which were written in the same period, you can understand them. Like, I've got some of John Lilly's plays, and you can read the script and you're like, yes, I understand exactly what's happening here. I understand all the dialogue completely. So all of this weird flowery nonsense that Shakespeare did, God knows what the fuck that was about. Anyway, now that I've acquired a nav key to Stellar Bay, would you like me to contact Dr. Wells? No. You said you wanted to watch a thing with me. I thought we were going to have a date night, Ada. Alright, fine, put him on screen.
Well done. You'll love Monarch. Exotic climate, violent native species, fascinating culture, really. You'll need to speak with Hiram Blythe. He's known as the information broker, and for good reason. If anyone knows where I can find those chemicals, it's Hiram. I need those chemicals to revive the Hope's colonists. They can help us fight back against the board. They can help us set things right. If we don't put a stop to the board, they're going to drive this colony toward a complete societal collapse. You'll see what I mean when you arrive on Monarch.
Okay, Soulmate's here. Hello, Soulmate. We've suddenly got up to 6 viewers. Oh my goodness, my poor heart can't take it. Queen Victoria got Prince Albert pornographic books as gifts. Did she now? I did not know that. How interesting. I know she kept a very graphic diary about their sex life. Well, during which she wrote about their sex life. I don't think she kept the diary specifically to document their sex life, but yes, she does write some very graphic entries. Queen Victoria was said to mostly love 2 things in life, and that was food and sex. And I respect her for that. Yeah, okay. I didn't hear a word you were saying there, Phineas. What were you saying? If we don't put a stop to the board, they're going to drive this colony to a complete societal collapse. You mean when you arrive on Monarch? Okay, you sound like you've been to Monarch.
No, never. Monarch is a hotbed of political activity. I can't imagine why Hiram set up shop there. Cuisine, perhaps?
A hotbed of political activity. Sounds like fun.
I certainly wouldn't call it boring, especially if your idea of fun involves navigating a hostile biosphere populated by carnivorous monsters. You'll want to hire the services of a skilled guide. I recommend a hunter by the name of Nyoka.
I love
Frequents
Nyoka.
the drinking establishments of Stellar Bay. Very hard to miss. Once you have everything you need, make your way to Hiram Blythe's compound.
Okay. I don't have questions for you. I'm off,
Best of
darling.
luck. Everyone on the Hope is counting on you.
No pressure. Okie dokie. Yes, I love Nyoka. She's another one of the characters who is absolutely not what she appears to be at first glance. More so than the rest of them, I think. They are all not what they appear to be at first glance, but Nyoka particularly is not what she appears to be at first glance. But I was actually just trying to switch my T-mode. Like, we really didn't need to take off, Ada. Like, we're now in orbit around the Groundbreaker. We were quite fine in the docking bay. I literally just wanted to switch Ellie out for Max. That's all I wanted to do. So, Ellie, you go away. Max, you come hither. And we'll go and get this thingamahoojet for him. And then I suppose we'll head to Monarch since we can. Star. No. 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 Right, okay. So. I had to cut some super glue out of Star today. Because she got super glue on her. Yes. By accident. I didn't deliberately put super glue on her. She was around my feet while I was doing things with super glue and she accidentally got super glue on her. And I had to cut the super glue out of her. I was like, fuck's sake. Right, okay, is it here that we need to go? Oh, actually, if I had the right thing, what's-it-id, that would help. Hold on a minute. Journal. Oh, that's Murder on Eridanos, I think. I don't know if we're quite high. Ah, that's what the watch the Aether Wave thing was about. Right, but I think we're a bit low level for that. I've never played Murder on Eridanos, actually. I've played the other DLC, which is called Terror on Gorgon, I think it's called. That's the one about the Marauders and like the backstory to the Marauders and where they came from and everything. I've never played Murder on Eridanos. The Empty Man, that's the one I want. That's a terminal. That's the ID cartridge that they've happily left lying around so that I can use my thing to get in. Right. Drop a quick save. Oh, we've gone down to 3 viewers. That's alright. That takes some of the pressure off. Oh, shit. Oh, where is it? Oh, is it in here? Oh, do I have to hack a thing? Oh, I don't have enough hack. Okay. Nobody panic. How am I going to get my lockpick up? What does lockpick come under? Lockpick comes under stealth. And... mind attributes. Okay. Star, I am busy. What, it boosts my mind attributes. Tea, obviously tea boosts my mind attributes. So we'll drink some tea. And that still isn't good enough. Stealth skills. I'll put that on. There we go. I didn't actually drink that, I just equipped it. How do I drink it? Use F. There we go. And still not fucking good enough. Do I have anything else? I'm assuming these aren't going to stack. Or are they? Star? Shush, I'm busy. No. You little dipstick. No, you're not coming up here. No, I refuse. Oh. Okay, I'll put some cat cam on then. I'm trying to figure out how to make myself better at the old lock picking. Oh. Okay. Yeah, she's got a little bit at the top of her head where I had to cut a bit of fur off. You can just see it. I mean, you probably can't see it on the camera, to be fair, but it's just there. There, it's like a little dimple on our little noggin where I had to cut some glue out, didn't I? Yes. It was your fault. You were under my feet. Weren't you? Yeah. Could have gone in your eye. And then what would we have done? That would have been a very expensive vet bill. I don't know if the pet insurance covers super glue related incidents. I know. Ooh. Just opening up windows, are you? Excellent. That was very helpful. Thank you. Yeah, it's just, where is it? There. You can barely see it. It's there. It's a little dimple in our noggin where I had to cut some fur out. Didn't I? Yes. I know, sweetie. I think there's a back door in, actually. Is there a back door in? There might be. To bypass the locked door. Is that a thing I remember, Star? Is that a thing I remember? I forgot that you can add consumables to your inhaler thing, so that when you do the Adreno, it has multiple effects. Oh, I shouldn't have sold all of that stuff. Do I have anything that gives me base health plus 25%? But like if you add in some of the stuff that gives you like plus to regeneration or some shit, then it'll regenerate you twice as fast. Like that, if I put some adrenotime in with it, because that gives me more movement speed and weapon attack speed. So then every time I use the inhaler to heal myself, it'll also give me weapon attack speed. But then I get the adrenotime crash, which gives me -1 to all attributes. Which, I don't know, is that a good payoff? Or I could give myself more armor rating every time I heal. That seems like a good idea. We'll pop that in there. There we go. Should put full cat cam on. I think it's F7. Hopefully it's F7. Mm. Mm-hmm. 5 viewers? 5? That's one more than 4. Get me being clever. We're going to have another live stream where I just sit here and talk. We could do that. That shin spot is just too cute. I know! Look at it! And also, if I can get her tail on camera. I don't know if you can see that. But look, she's got a little white bit! A little white bit at the end of your tail. It's too cute! You're too cute, aren't you? Really. It's not healthy to be this cute, to be honest. I don't know how you contain all the cuteness. I don't know how your body physically holds all the cuteness. It's just too much, really, isn't it, Star? It's too much. It's too much. It is. I always feel like Josephine is judging me when I can see into Magpie's home, says Fred. Where's Josephine, like? I can't see Josephine. Can you see Josephine? I can't see Josephine. Everybody pretend nobody else can see Josephine. Josephine? What are you talking about, Josephine? I don't have a picture of Josephine. Fred's seeing things, I think. Imagine I've got like a haunted picture of Josephine that only Fred can see. Your head's completely off camera here, Star. We're doing cat camera, they can't even see you. They can only see me. I'm not quite as cute as you. I'm almost as cute as you, but not quite. There's Morrigan back there too, there is. Morrigan's up there, and Liliana's up there, but I don't think you can quite see her. Oh, big scratch. Like a scratch, don't you? Gaslighting is less effective when you admit you're gaslighting. Depends how good you are at it. It might be here a while. I'm getting tired fingers here, Star. Yeah, this is what this live stream is really about. Watching Star get scratches. Look at her little hair sticking up. So, anything been happening then? Anything going on in the world? Anything exciting we need to talk about? Gameplay is always optional on a Magpie live stream. That it is. In fact, I'm thinking of ditching the whole gaming nonsense. Just turn this into a cat live stream channel thing. I got a lot of work done on my Ostrich fanfiction while I was off work last week. So yeah, that's a thing I'm still working on. I've been teasing it for approximately 75 years. How much hair is coming out of you? Jesus, stop. Oh, scratch, 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 scratch. So yes, I am still writing it. You can sample it on the Discord. I put a link up to... We've got a fan fiction channel and I put a link to a Google document that has like the first however many chapters in it. How much hair is coming out of that? Bloody hell. Ooh, Talia started a new job recently. Wow. Very exciting. Oh, 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 oh. Scratch, 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 scratch. I think Scorpio's just used the litter tray. Because I can smell it. I bought some new cat food because it was payday on Thursday, right? And in the run-up to payday, I needed cat food, but I didn't want to buy like the slightly more expensive one that I normally buy because it was the run-up to payday and I was a bit skint. So I bought a cheaper one, which is fine. They seem to like it. They're eating it. It's all fine. But I have noticed that the litter tray has been a lot more stinky since we've been using that one. That's the thing I've noticed. So we might not get that one again. When I say I was skint, I wasn't actually skint. It's just I'm trying to save a lot of money. So when I get to like the week before payday, I try to like spend as little as possible to get to payday. And then whatever I've got left in the bank account goes into the savings account, you see. I know, clever me. Oh my god, you should see how much bloody cat hair there is. My keyboard is now just cat hair. You okay, Star? You alright? 53 minutes this live stream's been going for. Gonna drink some tea. Soulmate's entire house is cat hair. I can believe it. It gets fucking everywhere, doesn't it? And you can't bloody get rid of the stuff. How many cats have you got? Because I've only got 2. And it gets fucking everywhere. I mean, 2 very big, very hairy cats, admittedly. Oh my god, look at it. Look at it! I don't know if it's all showing up on camera, but there's a lot of just floating cat hair. Oh. Fred can see the divot where the glue must have gone. Yeah, you've got a glue divot, haven't you? What are you doing? You can't leave. You can't leave. Stop! Just bug it off. Just bug it off. It's like the host of a chat show just getting up halfway through and leaving. Honestly. We're gonna have to go back to the bloody game now. Who wants that? Honestly. Right, okay, so I was trying to get through a door, wasn't I? I cannot get through that door. Fuck. I mean, I might be able to do it if I switched my party out, because I'm sure I've got other people who can do lockpick, but I want to get out of here. So if I then go back in, we start with full what's it. But I'm sure there was a back way in. I am sure there was a back way in. We've already got one cat at the moment. At the moment. Would you... Oh, that one needs fucking picking as well. Would you, would... What was I saying? Would you get another one? Are you in the market for another one? What would be like your max? Because I don't feel like I could handle more than 2. But I might have 3 cats. Maybe. But I definitely would not go for more than 3. But I think 2's a nice number. I think they're better in pairs, cats. I think it's better when they've got somebody to play with. Seems to calm them down a bit. And then I wanted 2 just because I'm out with a flat so often. Like, I mean, you know. I'm usually out flat for like 9 hours a day, so, you know. Why am I over here? I don't know. So, yes. I just think it's better if they've got somebody to play with. That's also why I don't have a dog. As much as I say cats are better than dogs, which they are, I would consider getting a dog if my sort of living circumstances were different. Because I go for like walks along the beach sometimes, early in the morning, on it, like when I've got a day off. And I always like seeing the dog walkers. They're cute little doggies. But I'd have to leave them on their own too much, and I don't think you can really do that to a dog. I feel bad enough doing it to the cats. Right, I'm trying to get my lockpick up to 35. Right. There must be one of my team members that can get my lockpick up. I might just need to shuffle me party around a little bit. Right. So, I've got me hacky armour on. Me lockpicky armour, me hacky picky armour, whatever. So, it's up to... Oh. It's at 16. That's interesting. You get my lockpick up. You get my lockpick up. Ellie doesn't. Does Max? No. Oh, Parvati does. So she was boosting my lockpick. Oh god, I'm screwed. Now, does that stack? If I took Felix and Parvati, would I be like super lockpicky? Oh, I don't know. Let's try it. Because I don't know if we actually need Max with us. We probably don't. What do I want? Parvati and Felix. Let's go for it. You do not want to start this fight, Fred. You are in a chat with a lot of cat lovers. Just saying. Oh, now I can get in without even needing to drink any tea. Hi. Okay, so should we go the other way then? Oh, hang on. If you're going away, that should be fine. You can't see me, right?
Hey, gone quiet.
You can't see me. Okay. So now we can get in with that. Guys, you make me so... You just make me... You just make me so much better, guys. You do. Is that a hula hoop? Oh my god. I cannot tell you when the last time was I used a hula hoop. I should get a hula hoop. Oh, I still have to pick that bloody lock, for fuck's sake. Okay. Pick my way in here. Everything is fine. Wow, you got that. Everything is fine. There we go. Use the terminal. Okay. Eject docking records. I cannot talk today. I cannot talk today. It's because I'm ill. You just got to deal with ill, Magpie. who's dosed up to our eyeballs on Lemsip. I would fight to the death for my dogs just like they would fight for me. Cats would just slink off. Well, yeah, obviously, cats aren't stupid enough to get themselves killed for some stupid human. Come on. That's why we respect cats. Detained a freelancer who was cagey about his business. Confiscated his personal belongings while he waited for questioning. Modified pistol, hatchet, metal hoop, prayer beads, locked container. Owner refused inspection. He fled before we could get down to it, left his things behind, so they're stored in the back of the security station until the idiot shows his face again, which is likely to be never. Interesting. Security logs. Sublight put a bid on one of our impounds. Generous 1-2. Negotiate for the usual finder's fee and then give Lilia her salvage. Brawl at the Lost Hope. Freelancers versus board. Freelancers won. Arrested a freighter captain with more bits than brains. Hawthorne ship impounded by the order of Udon Bedford. Still no clue why Hawthorne associates with that board snake. A guy from the back bays roughed up the moon kid. Raving mad. Warned me that the moon was going to bring down the end times. He was flying on high on whatever McRed grows down there. Got a sworn testimony that McRed was spotted at the rest and go. Not that anyone will cooperate. Remember to keep an eye on Gladys. Well, he's dead now because I had to kill him, so, you know. Right, let's just waltz out of here. Cool and casual, just like we belong. Okay. Okay, so we can go and talk to Max because we've got the thing for him. Whee! Sorry, I can't think of anything to say, so I'm just humming. You know, it's cool. Oh dear me. Right, go talk to Max. So he's
Didn't
upstairs.
I request no more fertilizer shipments be brought on board? Who keeps ordering these?
Hey, it's the what's-its, it's the cows. Oh, hi. Oh, I love it when the cows turn up. Hi. Oh, you're so cute. You are so cute. Yes, you are. You're so adorable, aren't you? Yes. I think that's a reference to something, but I don't know what it's a reference to, but it's cute. Right, okay. So, talk to Max. That's Felix with his creepy gas mask on. We don't want him, we want Max. Hi!
Got it. His name is Reginald Cheney, and he joined a sublight salvage crew. Only he's not listed on the return manifest. Must have made landfall somewhere he wasn't supposed to. Ah, yes. Here. There's a domicile on Monarch in Fallbrook, rented to the same bit card he used to buy his seat on the salvage ship. I should have guessed. What better place to lay low if you wish to avoid the authorities?
Oh, I don't have enough perception. Oh well, this all seems awfully convenient.
I admit it was a bit of a long shot, but when you've spent as many hours as I have in contemplation of the universe's secrets, you sometimes get a sense for these things.
Sorry, I'm just blowing the cat hair off my keyboard. God, this keyboard's filthy. I actually... I was watching Desperate Housewives on the computer, right, the other day, and I was taking a drink, right, and I can't even remember what it was happened, but something happened in the scene, and I actually, like, spat my juice out from laughing. I've never done that before in my life. You know, like they do on telly, where they do, like, a spit take? I actually did that in real life. Never done that before. I've never actually spat my juice out from laughter. But I actually did, and now my keyboard needs cleaning. Oh, man. Anyway, okay, so it's good, let's go. Right. I'm only, like, vaguely actually keeping track of what quests I'm doing and stuff, but, you know. You know me. That's Ellie. Should get one of those keyboard vacuums. Yeah, I've got like a special brush thing that you use to brush the keys. Like brush in between them and stuff. But yeah, I need to give it a good clean. What are we doing? We're going to Monarch, aren't we? Why are we going to Monarch? I can't fucking remember. Let's just do it. Let's just go to a Monarch. So, is everything taking us to Monarch? So, speak with Nyoka at Stellar Bay. We're definitely going to do that because I love Nyoka. I love Nyoka. If there were romance options in this game, Nyoka would be my romance option. She would be the one I would pick because I love her. That's the science weapon. Oh my god, we never talked to Wanda about Captain Irian. Oh, fuck it. We'll be back on the Groundbreaker at some point. That Lilia hasn't heard from her agent in Stellar Bay. We'll do that. That's Pavati. Full book on Monarch. So that's Monarch. That's Sam. I don't give a shit about that. Right, okay. So, Welsh friends. Hello, Welsh friend. We were just telling Fred how much cats are better than dogs. As we all know. Feel free to chime in. Right, so I'm going to put my sexy armour back on because I will forget otherwise and I'll be wandering around in my crappy armour. Which one is it? That's the one. Ooh. That's not the one I was wearing, but it does have a higher armour rating and it gives me tech skills. And it shows off my sexy arms. Oh, that gave me plus to lockpick. I forgot I had that. Oh my god, I look like I'm straight out of a Star Wars movie. Wow. Oh, it's got a higher armor rating as well. Oh. I love that the Moonman helmet squeaks. Squeaks! Oh, should I make that my Monarch outfit? Because Monarch's like the big leagues. You know? Monarch's like some serious shit. I mean, we could make that like my Groundbreaker outfit. But I feel that's quite sexy. I mean, admittedly, she doesn't look quite as... doesn't make as much of an impression, but come on. I quite like that. And I could do with more lockpick. I mean, really, if I wanted proper armour, I would put that one on. But, you know, that's boring. Fuck that shit. I'm tanky enough. I'm tanky enough. Fuck it, I'm making that my Monarch outfit. We'll keep the Moonman helmet, though. The Moonman helmet will be worn again, do not worry. Right, okay. So, where are we going? We still haven't been to visit Phineas yet, because I do not care. Let's go to Monarch. Stellar Bay landing pad, there we go.
We are now in orbit above Stellar Bay, Captain. No blockade is a match for my piloting skills.
Right. You know what I really like? I really like bunny rabbits. What do we all think about bunny rabbits? I think I want bunny rabbits as pets. I mean, maybe not while I've got the cats. I think like if I got myself a house and it was big enough that I could like keep the cats and the bunny rabbits separate, I would have bunny rabbits. I mean, cats and bunny rabbits can coexist. But I don't think my cats would coexist very well with bunny rabbits. But I think bunny rabbits would be an awesome pet to have. What do we think about bunny rabbits as pets? Indoor bunnies, not outdoor bunnies. Indoor bunnies. Right, okay. So, let's go. We'll take Pavati and we'll take Felix. Why not? Why not? Oh, I got an achievement for reaching Stellar Bay. Well done me. That's very pretty. Look how pretty that is, right? That's very pretty. It's not quite as pretty as what's it was. Terra 2. It's quite pretty. Look how pretty that is. Oh, that's so cool. Right. So, oh, look at the town. I love how it's like a proper, like, space western on Monarch, isn't it? I like that. It's like Dr. Quinn in space.
Hey,
Hello!
hold on there. I gotta sign you in.
Okay.
Don't think I've seen you around. That means you must be new to Stellar Bay. You are new here, right?
Sorry, I was reading the chat. Whatever, I'm not here for chip chat. You seem surprised. Well, that is my ship on the landing pad right next to you. Yeah, you seem surprised.
You must have seen those UDL gunships on your way in. There's only 3 of them these days. Still, they tend to scare folk off.
Takes more than a few gunships to scare Titwillow.
Wish more folk could say that. Gets awful quiet guarding a landing pad that never gets used. You may not have heard, you being new, but Stellar Bay hardly ever gets off-road traffic. Us being cut off by the board and all. Which means I never get to do this part, but I've been practicing, so here goes. On behalf of Monarch Stellar Industries, welcome to Stellar Bay, home of the freshest sal tuna in Halcyon. Please state your name for the records.
Captain Titwillow!
Swell. There's one for the logs. I'm even gonna give you your own entry code. I'm not supposed to do that. It's against procedure, but Mr. Sanjar isn't so strict about the rules here. Besides, I've got a lot of empty entries to fill.
Okay, is Stellar Bay really that isolated?
We don't get ship traffic in town. Only off-roaders who do make it out here are sublight. They got a base in Fallbrook. And thank the stars for them, or we would have run out of Rizzo's Purple Berry Crunch years ago.
Okay. You're not what I expected to find on Monarch, apparently.
Oh, that'll just make Mr. Sanjar's day if you tell him. The board makes up lots of nasty stories about raptidons and cannibals and whatnot. But that's all outside our walls. Mostly.
Did he just say raptidons and cannibals? I can't wait.
Okay, Felix, calm down. Are you saying the board's been lying about this place?
Oh, sure. It makes Stellar Bay sound like a rotten place, but it's not so bad. Get a good breeze going, and the sulfur smell mostly covers up the fishy smell. Anyway, Mr. Sanjar's got lots to say on that subject. Kinda goes over my head, though.
Okay, I'm gonna have a look around town.
Mr. Sanjar will be mighty pleased to meet you. If you see him over at headquarters, maybe you could tell him I did a bang-up job of welcoming you? Oh, and if you're headed that way, maybe you could do me a favor.
Okay, what is it?
I got this Rizzo's Rangers Tosswell poster coming in on the next sublight shipment, signed by the Black Hole himself. Only I haven't heard anything in a while. You think you could check with Celia to see if it's come in?
Yeah, sure, I'll ask about your poster.
Thanks a bunch. Celia works for Mr. Sanjar in the MSI building next to the bar. She's always there, so you can't miss her.
Okay. Classic early for real 1970s horror film, Night of the Lepus. Small town is terrorized by giant killer bunnies. Oh my god. That sounds amazing. Have you watched Wallace and Gromit and the Curse of the Were-Rabbit? Because that is my favourite Wallace and Gromit. that was like the only feature-length film they did, wasn't it? Wallace and Gromit, Curse of the Were-Rabbit. All the other ones were like little half-hour ones. I loved Curse of the Were-Rabbit so much. I watched it so much when it came out. I remember going to see it in the cinema, and I had a Curse of the Were-Rabbit mug that I used to have. Oh, happy days. Yeah, I love that film so much. And one of my favourite bit is where there's been like a crime spree going on in the town, right? And the police constable gathers everybody together. And he goes, "This is a clear case of arson. People arson around." It still makes me laugh. You know when something silly just tickles you? It's not even that funny, but it just tickles you. I just always love that. People arsing around. Anyway, ooh, the yacht club. Ooh, that sounds fancy. I think is this where we meet Nyoka? There she is, my gorgeous girl. Hello.
And the little bastard's slippery, right? On account of its blood. So it's sliding all over the place, trying to crawl away. Getting so I can't tell the blood from the mud.
Okay, keep listening.
But I gotta get in there, get right in that baby rap's stomach, and dig it out. If so much as a drop of stomach acid got on that medallion, shit, I don't know what I'd do. Might be I'd hunt every damn rapt out there. Right. What are you staring? Wait. You ain't from around here. Who are you?
I'm Titwillow. Pleasure to meet you.
Ooh, charmer. Don't get a lot of that around here. Folks mostly grump at me about how I should join the MSI payroll. Nice change of pace. Buy me a drink, will you?
Okay. So I always loved the evil penguin. Yes, I always loved the evil penguin. Which one was he from? Was he from The Wrong Trousers? I think he was The Wrong Trousers, wasn't he? And then, because the first one was the one where they went to the moon. Was that called like a Grand Day Out or something like that? And then I think it was The Wrong Trousers. And then there was the one with Shaun the Sheep. What was it called? With Wendy. I can't think what it was called. It was some kind of sheep pun, wasn't it? I can't remember. Then there was Curse of the Were-Rabbit, which was the film. And then there was the one with the baker, who was voiced by Sally Lindsay. Can't remember what that one was called either. A Close Shave was the sheep one. And then they recently brought out another one, didn't they? Which I haven't watched yet. But I did see a clip of it, and I was absolutely astounded at how they got the voice for Wallace perfectly. Because, of course, what's his name? I can't remember his name. Who voiced him is dead now. But the new one that they got copied his voice perfectly. Because I always said they'll never be able to do another Wallace and Gromit without the voice of Wallace. But honestly, it is the most perfect Wallace voice. Anyway, okay. So, yeah, sure, I'll buy you another drink, Nyoka.
Outstanding! What are you doing in Stellar Bay, stranger?
What am I doing in Stellar Bay? I'm told you can help me find an information broker.
Well. Let's get down to brass nuts then, shall we? Wait, that ain't it. Brass rats? Let's talk business. I'm headed back out there after I sober up. You want a guide sooner than that? You have to get me something to clear my head.
Okay, what do you need?
Outstanding! Our dispensary here maintains a stock of, well, I don't rightly know what they are. Steroid or caffeine somethings? Pills. They're very good. I'm cut off for the money, on account of needing one just about every damn day. But I'm sure you've got your wily ways. Fetch me one and we'll be all set.
Okay, yeah, so Nyoka, when you first meet Nyoka, she's very much presented to you as an alcoholic drug addict, because she's drunk, and to sober up she needs drugs, and she takes too many drugs, so trying to get her more drugs is difficult because the person supplying the drugs is like, no, she takes too many drugs. That's how she's very much kind of, there she is. Yeah, that's how she's very much kind of portrayed, but then when you actually get to know her, like, there's a lot more to her than that. Oh, I've got medical apparently. You mean caffeinoid? That stuff's just a stimulant.
Well, they work. We got a deal or what?
Okay, Nyoka, I'll be back. Okay, she's got the best outfit. I just love her so much. I love Nyoka. She's just my favourite. She's my favourite. She's my favourite. Right, okay. So, help Nyoka with her hangover. Passion pills. Interesting.
Val must seen out of sorts too. She's always cranky. No, I mean,
more than usual.
Wouldn't know. I made it a point to stay out of her way.
Okay. Is this where we're going? Possibly. Possibly. Possibly not. Possibly. Possibly, possibly, possibly. There we go.
Velma's capable of running a warehouse. She can certainly pick up her own caffeinoid.
Don't be so hard on her. With Brack's missing, she's working doubles and needs a little edge.
Very well, dearie. But you stop by anytime you like.
Thanks, I'll keep that in mind.
Ah, yes, Abigail with the, vigorous sex drive, isn't she? Is she the one I'm thinking of? I think she is. Hello.
Hello, dearie. Why, I don't believe I've seen you before. And with sweet cheeks like those, I'd remember. What can Auntie Abigail do for you?
Yes, she wants to shag everything with a pulse, which makes it slightly disturbing that she also calls herself Auntie Abigail while talking to you. Anyway, I mean, I have to pick up medicine, some kind of caffeine or steroids.
Bless your little heart, you must mean caffeinoid. If it's pep you need, one pill does the deed. Now, dearie, who's this pickup for?
I like that my medical skill was high enough when I was talking to Nyoka to be like, oh, you're talking about caffeinoids. But then when I come to get them from the actual person, I suddenly don't know they're caffeinoids anymore. I could lie and say they're for me. I could say it's for Nyoka, at which point she won't give them to me because Nyoka takes too many drugs. I could flirt with her. No, I'm going to say they're for me.
I'm so sorry, but with the iconoclasts and the marauder filth chasing away what little trade we get, I'm afraid I have to reserve my supply for Stellar Bay residents. Our reserves have gotten so low, I've even had to start locking the supply room upstairs. Isn't it a shame what some people will do to get a little extra?
Okay, that's just awful.
Isn't it just? I'd make an exception for you if I could, my little cherub. Is there anyone else needing a special pickup from Auntie Abigail?
Okay. Okay, let's say Nyoka.
Her. It's none of my business, but I have told her Dr. Williams would bump up her monthly allotment if only she'd join MSI. Contribute like the rest of us. Now I've gone and said too much. And you know me, dearie. I don't like to pry.
I met you like 30 seconds ago. Okay. There must be some way I can increase Nyoka's allotment.
I'm afraid not. Dr. Williams managed the town's allotments from his terminal upstairs. Even I can't access them.
Yes, I thought you were in charge around here, Auntie. You ought to be.
Oh, you flatter an old woman. Me, I'm just here to be a pretty face for the customers. And to keep an extra key to the supply room for all the times Dr. Williams misplaced his.
Okay, forgetful fellow.
Careless experimentation with medicinal substances does take its toll, eventually.
Okay. Oh, my intimidator's not high enough. Where can I find Dr. Williams?
In the town graveyard, I'm afraid. Poor man was always searching for the flower of enlightenment. On the way, he tried some rather daring substance combinations.
Hang on a minute, he's dead, and he's still in charge of... Okay, right. Right, where's the graveyard?
The graveyard's near the southern ruins. You're certainly welcome to pay our respects, but the bodies tend to attract beasties.
You're gonna go tussle with some raptidons? Because I've been practicing my dropkick.
Do be careful. I'd hate for anything to happen to you, dearie.
Okay, sweetie. As far as I'm aware...
Dearie.
Isn't the terminal, like... Didn't I just walk past the terminal? Go up here. Like, is that not the terminal? Or is it in here? I mean, I can pick that. That's quite easy. Interesting. Ah, that's the caffeine. Oh, there we go. I've got the caffeinoid. That was quite easy, love. That was quite easy. And I'm going to steal a mag pick too, because I feel like it. It's on the terminal. Employee login. Please enter your assigned login credentials. If you've forgotten your assigned login credentials, please report to your supervisor for reassignment. Oh, create a new account. Oh, I can't create a new account. Okay. I think that would be another way that I could possibly get her allotment put up. But it's alright. We just nicked them instead. Because, you know, why be clever when you can be not clever? What? I was going to say, why be subtle when you could be clever? That's what I was going to say. I've got to level up. Let's do that. Right. Right, okay. So, I want to get my two-handed melee up to equal my one-handed melee. If I get that up to 80, what does that give me? Ooh, melee weapon tactical time dilation drain minus 50%. I want more dialogue though. We'll put the rest in dialogue, I think. Because it's pissing me off that I'm so often not intimidating enough. Like, how I'm Titwillow. How can Titwillow possibly not be intimidating enough? That's my whole thing. I'm intimidating Titwillow. I'm Tanky intimidating Titwillow. I'll give you some ranged damage. Why not? And Pavati. I'll give Pavati some armor rating. Will do us. Marvelous. 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 Okay. Oh dear. Right, we're up to 7 viewers. Oh man, that's too many. That's too many. Like,
what are the chances of all the times and places we could have been born?
Yeah.
We're here, light years from Earth, going about our lives.
Every time the punch clock peels, a worker earns his meals.
What are you talking about?
Sorry, I thought you were quoting It's a Wonderful Directorate.
Oh, that sounds like one of my existential conversations that I have when we decide to stop playing the game and just randomly talk about stuff. Right, anyway, Nyoka, hello!
Ah, the Charmer. Welcome back. Drink, chat, or business.
I've got drugs for you, my lovely. Yeah, I've got your magic pills. These things are dangerous, you know.
More or less dangerous than a steady supply of alcohol. Give it here. Ooh, that hits the spot. Right in the, oh, no, there it is. There it is. Yes. We're in business. Let's go.
Oh, I love Nyoka so much. I love her so much. Yes, glad to have you.
Great. Where to?
Let's find the information broker.
Oh, Hiram? I ain't checked in on that man in an age. He's running the giant radio tower we lovingly call Devil's Peak. We'll be going south and west, mostly along the road till we're past Fallbrook. Out there, there's a western slope that'll lead us through some fun. You like hunting, right? That's fun. If you're more of a spelunker, Rotting River will take you into the mountain caverns. We can discuss options when we get closer. That said, 3's already a crowd. I don't mind waiting somewhere until you got a spot open.
No, do you know what? Felix can bugger off.
A real big game hunter. You gotta give me some pointers.
Okay, no,
So
but
you
Nyoka
keep
fine.
Monarch safe, huh? That's real honorable work, Miss Nyoka.
Oh, no. Monarch ain't safe, even with me around. I've just got intimate knowledge of its dangers and an abundance of fortitude. Folks hire me because I know what you can shoot and what you ought to run from. That's a mistake you only get to make once.
Okay, I love Nyoka. Right! I think we are going to take a quick break. Hopefully that's the kick break screen. I shall be back with you momentarily. Hey God. I made me a cup of tea and then I came back through to resume the live stream and realised I'd left my friggin' cup of tea in the kitchen, so I had to run back and get it. Like, for fuck's sake. Anyway, we've gone down to 2 viewers. When you take a mega long break like that, it just, you know, it really shows who your true hardcore supporters are. Or something, I don't know. I don't know what I'm talking about. I'm ill, alright? Leave me alone. Right, what's important is we've got Nyoka in the party. That's a good thing, probably. Which means... I mean, I don't know. We probably want to explore the town a little bit. Star? No. Come on then. Do you want to give them more cat cam? If you give them more cat cam, then I don't have to play the game. Come on. Come up here. Come on, come up here. Come up here. Come on. Come up here. Come on. Come on. Come here. Come on. Come on. Yeah. No, 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 no. Oh. Come up here. There you go. Are you going to stay? Can we put cat cam on? I don't know if she's going to stay. I had to pick her up and wrestle her up here. Are you going to stay? I'll give you more scratches if you stay. Because I know what she's like when she's in this kind of mood. If I don't pick her up and give her cuddles, she will literally... She will literally just sit down there and squeak, won't you? And you'll disrupt the live stream... Disrupt the live stream with your squeakage, but you won't actually give us any cat cam. So if I can keep you up here, at least we get some cat cam out of it. At least we get some cat cam out of it. Been going for 1 hour and 48 minutes. What's the tattoo on my left forearm? Which one? I've got... Hang on. This is the left one, isn't it? Yeah.
Where are we headed?
I don't have a tattoo on this forearm. I've got a magpie. That's my space kitty that I got at the beginning of this year. And then on that side, that's like cartoon planets and rockets and UFOs and things like that. And I want the whole arm done in a similar theme. I need to fill in all the gaps with, like, you know, just cartoony, spacey things. But I've got this big gap here. And I don't know what to fill it with. I need ideas. Star. No, star. Stay. Please stay. Otherwise I have to play the game, and that's just boring. Cat cam's much more exciting. Come on. Oh. Please stay. Please. You're not going to stay, are you? You better not be just going to sit down there and squeak. You better not. Are you leaving? She's leaving. What have you got? You've got something in your mouth. I don't trust you. What have you got? Star. 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 What have you got? Turn around. Let me see. Star. Star. Stop. I'm going to throw things at her. Star. Star. Oh. What have you got? Okay. Okay, we better crack on with the game then, shall we? Right. So. Yes, I feel like rather than just launching ourselves out there, we should actually explore the town a little bit, see what's what, meet some people, talk to some people.
Mr. Nandi?
Just make sure it's properly logged.
I'll note it next to the others, sir.
Okay, you're Celia. You've got a poster for what's his name.
Greetings, and welcome to Monarch Stellar Industries, producers and purveyors of the finest salt tuna in Halcyon. What can I do for you today?
I'd forgotten about the sorry tattoo idea, Fred. Yeah, I might do that. Oh god, imagine like Aria. An Aria tattoo would be so cool. That sort of pose that she does when she's sitting on the sofa at Afterlife with like the pole dancers behind her. That would be amazing. Get a tattoo of Aria. I don't know, I think about... It's weird because like I want my tattoos to all be like unique, so I'm funny about getting like stuff from video games tattooed on me. But then at the same time, some of the stuff you think would make such good tattoos, like Leliana's tarot card in Inquisition would make an amazing tattoo, wouldn't it? And then things like, I think the Spacer's Choice logo would make an amazing tattoo. But then I'm just like, oh, actually, I was going to put it in the Discord. I'll put this in the Discord. The same guy who tattooed my Space Kitty did a Grey Warden tattoo. It popped up on his Instagram. Discord. I screenshotted it. He did a Grey Warden tattoo. Where is it? There we go. I am putting it in the Discord. Yeah, it popped up on his Instagram and I was like, oh, how cool is that? He did a Grey Warden tattoo. He did a Mass Effect tattoo a while ago as well, I saw. Because he does a lot of video game tattoos. I have thought about getting like a Grey Warden tattoo, but then I don't know. I like everything to be unique. I don't like to get just like characters from games or logos from games. But then the N7 logo would make a great tattoo, wouldn't it? I could maybe hide little things like that. Because, I mean, I want to get the whole arm done. I want a whole sleeve. And then I want the other arm done in the same style, but more like fantasy. So, like, that's going to be my sci-fi arm with all my spacey themed stuff. And then my other arm will be my fantasy arm with, like, witches and dragons and things. But I don't know. I don't know. I don't have enough skin for all the tattoos that I want, I'll be honest. Anyway, what am I doing? Right, Grim has to check at you about his toss ball poster.
You know, sending you is the first bright idea I've seen from that man, because I told him to stop bothering me about it a week ago. I still don't know anything about it, but if you want to help him, Velma's the one to ask. She's in the warehouse. But I'll warn you, Grim wore her patience thin a long time ago.
Okay, earlier I overheard you say you were having money trouble, apparently. I was probably talking over it, so I didn't hear it, but apparently Titwillow heard it.
Or is he not paying you on account of how he tried to fix the thing his own self and busted it even worse, and then said you wasn't fixing it fast enough, so he's docking your wages again? Not that I got any prior experience.
Not at all. Mr. Nandi treats us all right and pays us well. I just spent most of my paycheck on Raptidon acid.
Oh, interesting. Okay, do you normally blow your money on Raptidon parts?
Laws, no. Sometimes it's canid teeth, or mantis worm wings. Whatever Sebastian has in stock, really.
Okay, why are you buying so much from Sebastian?
So I can talk to him, of course. He doesn't get going about much else.
I reckon she's got a little bit of a squish on this fella.
He's sort of the strong, silent type. Unfortunately, my apartment's kind of filling up with his stuff, and some of the neighbors are complaining about the smell.
Okay, yeah, just ask him on a date.
I couldn't. What if he says no? Hey, maybe you could ask him for me. I mean, a no would still be bad, but it won't be quite as embarrassing if you ask. Oh, Mr. Nandi's doing that thing where he breathes through his nose real slowly. I'd better get back to work.
I think it's more embarrassing if you ask somebody else to ask somebody on a date for you, especially as a fully grown adult. Like, if you're a teenager, maybe. But, like, if you're a fully grown adult and you ask somebody else to ask you... If you ask somebody else to ask somebody on a date for you, and they say no, that's more embarrassing than you just asking them yourself. Okay, so, yes, I'm curious. What do you say to Sebastian?
He doesn't talk much, but he's got this quiet intensity, you know? Like there's stuff going on inside his head that you have no idea about. Plus, he's got great legs. It's hard to find a man who doesn't skimp on lower body exercises.
Okay, yeah, that's all I need to know.
Sorry, sometimes I get carried away.
Okay, we'll go and talk to Sebastian then. That is now more important than whatever all the other stuff was that we needed to do. I need to play matchmaker. So, oh, Nyoka's got level ups. Oh, Nyoka's got a giant gun. Oh my god, and she's got an axe. Oh, I love a woman with an axe. Oh, that's almost as good as a woman with a hammer. Right, okay, so what do we want? Let's give her base health. And melee damage I think would be good. And ooh, damage to creatures, yeah, that'll do us. Right, excellent, marvellous, brilliant, wonderful. What was I looking at? Journal. I want flowers for Sebastian. There we go. Let's go talk to Sebastian. I like the little Stella Bay town.
Wrapped musk and canid eyes, right here.
Oh, that's Sebastian. Hello, Sebastian. Hi.
Hello, stranger. Can I interest you in a raptidon tongue? Or maybe some canid toenails? You look like a woman who's looking for some mostly fresh animal parts.
Sebastian, you ever get your hands on those pheromone sacs? Manipillars ain't gonna hunt themselves, you know.
I must have hunted a dozen, but I couldn't find a single sack on any of them. Must be looking in the wrong place.
Manipillars ain't got pheromone sacs. I just told him that so he'd stop asking me for advice.
At least I'm getting a good haul of claws in the process. You're in good hands, traveling with Monarch's top merc. Still, if you want any rat glands or manticlaws, I've got you covered.
Okay, exactly why would I want any of that?
I don't know. Celia usually buys whatever I have, and Mr. Pickett seemed real interested. So I thought maybe I was onto something.
Mr. Pickett? Franklin Pickett from Edgewater?
That's him. He'd been here years, but he always talked about going back to Edgewater one day.
Oh, okay. Who's he talking about, Bavati?
Sure. Mr. Pickett used to run the community center outside Edgewater. He had this grand idea to make it a museum for halcyon life. As my dad told it, Mr. Pickett was always going on about getting a manta queen for the last display. He left the Vale, gosh, years ago.
He came to Stellar Bay years ago, just before the board cut us off. Ended up stuck here. He was always real interested in our monsters. Manta queens, especially.
I kept telling him he was a fool for chasing Mana Queen tail. Anyone looking to get familiar with a queen is liable to become the bitch's supper.
Oh my. Well, I hope he's alright. Haven't seen him in a while.
Okay, have you seen a Mana Queen?
Sure, they're real big. Hard to miss them.
Okay, where have you seen a Mana Queen?
Well, I could send you to the same place I sent Mr. Pickett, but I haven't seen him in a few weeks. To tell true, I'm starting to get a bit worried about him.
Captain, can we look for him? I'd feel awful if somebody from home was in trouble and we didn't do nothing.
Tell you what, I'll tell you where I sent Mr. Pickett if you promise to look for him. Help him out if he's got himself in trouble. Fair deal?
Yeah, sure.
Alright then. Leave town through the southern gate, the one right here, and head past the abandoned ruins.
Past the ruins? That's Manta territory, all right. My professional opinion is that we leave that idiot to his well-deserved fate. No offense.
Last Mana Queen I saw was in the wilds out that-a-ways. Could be Mr. Pickett still out there, too.
Okay, let's talk about Celia.
Huh. I haven't seen her in a few days, but I've been meaning to ask her how that Raptidon acid is working out. I hope it's working okay, because no one else really seems interested in this stuff.
Okay, would you consider going on a date with her?
Wait, I see what's going on. She put you up to this so she could get a discount, hmm?
Oh, no, that's not it at all. She's smitten with you. You smited her. Smote? Smoot?
Don't get me wrong. I'd like to give her a discount. She's a real fine lady. Always talks nice and slow so I understand. But if I give her one, I won't hardly make a bit, on account of no one else having any use for raptidon tongues.
Okay. She doesn't want a discount, she's attracted to you. Don't take my word for it, spend some time with her, I promise she won't ask for a discount. Consider this. Oh, I'm not bribing him to date her, that seems weird. Okay, we'll persuade him.
You sound pretty sure. And she is awful nice.
Give her a chance. Give yourself a chance. Take her someplace nice.
Okay, I'll do it. Once her shift ends, we'll go someplace nice. Maybe to Chef Raymond's.
That's the spirit, Sebastian. Be yourself. Between you and me, Captain, I'm not sure Miss Celia knows him too well. But we can hope, right? I want them to be happy.
Oh, Pavati. She's too much of a hopeless romantic as our Pavati, bless her. Because, like, Celia's not interested in him for his brain. Like, she literally just wants a tumble, Pavati, that's it. Right, okay, now we go and talk to Celia. Oh, is this going to be one of those things where it's going to be like, we talked to him 20 seconds ago, but then when we talk to her, it's going to be like, so, Sebastian took me out last night. Hello.
Have you talked to Sebastian yet? What did he say?
Yeah, he'll go on a date with you.
Okay, but how did he say it? Did he sound excited? Or like he was just agreeing to it? Was he like, yay, a date with Celia, I've secretly been waiting for this? Or was it more, sure, I don't have anything else going on?
I mean, kind of the second one, but, yeah, have fun and don't overthink it.
Oh, I will. Now I've just got to figure out which jumpsuit I'm wearing and how I'm fixing my hair. Or maybe I should go with a casual look? Ah, look at me going on. I'm sure you've got other things to do, and Mr. Nandi's giving me that back-to-work look. Anyhow, thank you.
Okay. Yes, but I believe if we come back and talk to her later, she was only in it for the sex, which is fair enough. Right, okay, so, what are we doing? Speak to Velma at the workhouse. Okay, I believe there's a strike we need to end. Isn't that a thing? I'm sure that's a thing.
Smells like rat in here. Oh, it does work. I bought some musk from Sebastian. Cover up the surface.
There's Velma. Hello, Velma.
Hey, Velma, I got your caffeine pills.
You're a lifesaver. Hope Abigail didn't give you a hard time.
Just any word on Braxton?
Nothing. Don't know how much longer I can cover for him either. Give me those pills, will you?
Here you go. You know, you might consider a real night's sleep instead.
Okay. Hello.
Look, you can tell Catherine the new shipment will be ready when it's ready, all right? She's welcome to come up here and pack boxes herself if she's in such a hurry.
Oh, there was a Catherine that we needed to talk to for some reason, wasn't there? Who mentioned a Catherine? Did Lila? Did she mention a Catherine? Maybe. Who's Catherine?
Sorry. Seems I got my cables crossed. Thought you were another shakedown tough from Fallbrook. Hope you can forgive my temper. This job has been running me ragged lately. First, my autoloader foreman stages a walkout, and now my chief pescatological health manager is missing.
Oh, okay. Yes, your chief what?
Braxton. He's in charge of getting the fish fat, but also making sure they don't get too many tumors. He's a real wizard with pharmaceuticals, but he has creative notions of working hours. Comes with living in a free colony, I guess.
Okay. Don't you have rules about that sort of thing?
We're not keen on rules for rules' sake around here. Means Braxton skips work sometimes, but it also means no company boss is telling me when I can take a shit. Since you don't seem to be constrained yourself, maybe you could check up on him. He lives in the apartments. Tell him Velma said to get his lazy ass down here, or she might start noticing those extra drugs he's been taking from supply. Something else on your mind?
Oh, I've forgotten about this. Yeah, so like this is a sort of... Yeah, because they're outside the board's influence, aren't they? So they're not quite as uptight here about things like, you know, you have to work 78 hours a day kind of thing. You're allowed one 15-minute break, you know, that sort of thing. Yeah, I'm here to ask about Grimm's poster.
This again? I swear, this is the last time I contract for any special requests. You can tell Grim his poster came in. You can also tell him I got a better offer for it. So now it's going to Nell. That about cover it?
Okay. Okay, who's Nell?
She runs the betting parlor across the way. Nice professional lady.
Mm-hmm.
She asked me about the poster once. Just once. Made a real generous offer, too.
Okay. So it's about the money.
Damn right it is.
Okay. But you still have the poster?
It's staying locked up in my office until Nell shows with her money.
Okay, but didn't Grim pay for it?
No. I paid Sublight for it. So it's mine. And when Nell pays me for it, it'll be hers. Grim may have asked for the poster, but it's not his until I take his money.
Okay, that's alright.
Fine by me.
I'm sure we'll go and talk to Grim about that. Okay, what's this about your foreman?
Caleb Herrick. Runs the autoloader operators. He thinks I don't pay them enough for flipping switches and turning dials.
So the job's easy, but you're not doing it? Something smells here. I mean, everything smells in here, but something's fishy. Wait.
He and his whole crew walked out. Say they won't come back unless I pay them more.
Okay, so why don't you just pay them more?
Because we've got a budget, alright? And in case you haven't noticed, MSI doesn't exactly have a lot of spare bits on hand.
Okay. Okay, I'll talk to Caleb for you.
Mind slapping him around a little while you're at it? I'm joking. Mostly. Unless you can do it without hurting his job performance. If you can find a way to get him back to work, I'll make it worth your while. Check the yacht club. He's usually there.
Okay. You know what? We'll come back to her later. I want to go and talk to Nell. Oh, we could just go and steal the poster. That's an idea. No, I want to talk to Nell because I want to know why she wants the poster. Because I can't entirely remember. I would like to find out. Is she in here? Hello. Hi.
Ooh, you're the new face. Wow, you must be up on all the latest tossball games. So who do you follow? Wait, don't tell me. You look like a Hammersmith Thunder fan. No, Glacial H Mannix.
I play for Auntie Cleo's Darlings, don't you recognise me? They're all pretty great. I'm not here to chat about teams. Who else time to watch grown men and women hit balls with a stick? Okay. Okay. No, I'm going for the lies. Apparently I can.
I'd heard they'd gotten a new hacker. Is that why everyone's making such a fuss about you? But what are you doing on Monarch?
It's part of a goodwill tour of Halcyon where meeting our fans across the colony.
Maybe we're not so isolated as I thought. So, what can I do for you?
Okay, Velma tells me you outbid Grim for a signed Tossball poster.
Signed by the Black Hole himself. There's no way I could pass that up. Why, did you want to see it? I don't have it yet. I'm waiting on a few customers to pay up before I can give Velma the bits.
Okay, Jericho's here. Hello, Jericho. Ooh, I can, an intimidate check I can actually pass. Oh my god, great. Grim works for MSI Security. It'd be a real shame if you took extra interest in your business here. Could I trade you for it? No, I've got an intimidate option that I can actually pass, so let's take it.
You really think he'd do that? I never would have figured. It's not worth the risk. Fine. Tell Velma that I don't want the poster anymore. I'll find something else to hang in my shop.
Okay, you said you were having trouble receiving the Tossball game transmissions.
Graham's always filling the airwaves with his propaganda. Like it's done him any good. All it means is the Tossball games get to us in fragments. Makes them real hard to watch.
Okie dokie, yes. So, go back and have another word with Velma. Hang on, I'm lost. Titwillow intimidates. I know, right? She's an intimidating Titwillow.
I I'd give you a friendlier welcome, but I'm up to my elbows in salt tuna guts.
You're spat in your spirits, Velma.
You notice my mood? I'm surprised you can see straight today.
I could be seeing triple and I'd still think you're being unkind. I just might find it funnier.
You try wrangling half a ton of dead fish with decades-old equipment and see what it does for your disposition.
Alright, ladies, chill
What
out.
do you folks
Jesus. Okay. Grimm's poster.
Sure can. If you want to pay me more than Nell's offering.
Yeah, Nell's not interested anymore.
That's a surprise. Tossball being part of her business and all. Take the poster then. And if I never hear another word about it, it'll be too soon. Something else on your mind?
Okay. So, ooh, and I got a level up. We need map markers in real life to tell us where we're supposed to be going. I know, right? We need, like, quest markers. We need little floating things above people's heads to tell us whether they're friendly or not. You know, imagine how much easier life would be if, like, all of the important people who are going to end up, like, you know, becoming companions in your life just have a little marker above their head to say, this one, talk to this one. You know, there'd be so many people you wouldn't have to waste your time on. Right. I think I'm going to get both of my melee ones up to 80. That'll do. And then perks. Oh. What do we want? Ooh, dialogue skills. That would be useful. You know what? Sod it. I'm good with dialogue skills. There's too many checks that I can't pass. So that's Grim. Go talk to Grim. I've gone the wrong way again, haven't I? Yep. Oh dear. Just need to sort out all of the town's petty squabbles before we actually get on to doing the important stuff. You know how video games work. You know how video games work. Right, I'm going to talk to Grim. Hello, Grim. Hi.
Have you had time to check on that poster yet? I keep wondering if it's come in.
Yeah, sure, there you go.
Would you look at that? The Rizzo's logo is nice and bright, and you can still smell the ink on Mr. Holcomb's signature. I can't thank you enough. Still, you can have the bits I was going to spend at the bar this week. And you know what? Take my old tossball blocker, too. Never get the chance to use it these days.
Okay. Right. So. Convince Caleb to return to work. We'll go and sort out the little workers' dispute. If we can, although I'm always on the side of strikers, I have to say. When people go on strike, always support people who go on strike. Always. Those are the rules. Those are the rules if you're a good person. You support the people who go on strike. Hello!
New face, huh? You from Off-World?
Yes! Captain Titwillow of the Unreliable! What an introduction.
A ship captain? Well, I'll be. Here, let me buy you a drink. Consider it an MSI welcome. Why don't you grab a chair, sit a spell and revel with us?
By the smell, he's been reveling enough for you both already.
Let's not be judgmental, Pavati. What are you celebrating when you talk about Velma? No, what are you celebrating?
Me and my friends have taken our destiny into our own hands. We're untethered, free of responsibility and worldly cares. Well, as long as we don't run out of bits. But until the windfall's gone, we're riding high. See, we just walked out on our work. Had enough, we did. So now we're striking.
Okay. What could be so bad it made you walk off the job?
It ain't any one thing but the sum of it all, having to work longer shifts for less bits. And the wages we do earn don't cover as much as they used to. Our supervisor, Velma, goes on and on about quarterly profits and meeting quotas. But that ain't what Sanjar promised us. Velma refuses to negotiate, so we're refusing to work. We won't go back until she agrees to pay us fair and proper. Us on Monarch. We're free from the board, you know? We have the right to lobby for better hours and pay.
Okay, so you've unionized, basically. Okay.
Sure thing. What did you want to discuss?
Sandra's gonna fire Velma if you don't return to work. That's a lie. How long can you afford to miss work?
Not forever, but we've each saved up our bits, and I stashed them safe in my home by the diner. I reckon we could last a week or two at least.
Don't tell me where you stashed your bits, honestly. That's a rookie mistake. Now I'm obviously just going to go and steal them all. Okay, any suggestions if I had to put pressure on Velma to negotiate?
If I knew that, I'd have tried it. Talking reasonably got me nowhere. Maybe you'll fare better. The others wanted to blackmail her, but we're above that. Besides, them are just rumors. We got no proof they're true.
Ooh, you've got no proof that what's true.
I would never endorse such an untoward tactic, you know, but, well, there's rumors that Velma's taking a cut of the profits. So far it's just gossip, you know, but if there was any proof to be had, it'd be in the Saltuna warehouse, I reckon.
Okay, to the Saltuna warehouse! My band of intrepid, well, Pavati and Nyoka. Yay! Wait. Look at us, we look like such a bunch of little misfits. Oh. Right, okay, so... Stash... Caleb. Yes, we could just go and steal Caleb's stash if we want. I don't want to do that. I wanna go and investigate the rumors about Velma. Which will be wherever the bloody Saltuna place is.
I hear those rich people in Byzantium pay a handsome bit for rat musk.
Bet they also pay to make it stink less.
Supposedly it makes you more attractive for, you know.
Trust me, no one's going near you like this.
Telling a stranger where I've stashed my bits never turned out well for me, says Fred. Where do you stash your bits, Fred? Come on, you're among friends here. Right, let's go and poke around a little bit. I'm assuming I'm looking for a terminal or something. Ooh, we've got a fancy reception area. Yeah, there must be a terminal. There must be a terminal. Probably in like an office or something. Is there an office? We go upstairs. That's probably a fair bet. Ew. Aha, a terminal. Okay, personal files, authorization code. Oh. Where am I going to get an authorization code? Match random keys, password incorrect. Well, fine. What about messages? Braxton, the fish tank in... No, the fish in tank 23A are looking a little lumpy. If you're not going to make it in, that's fine, but you have to let me know so I can stay on top of the doses. Mr. Nande, we really need to talk about the Saltuna situation. We've had to let 4 batches rot in the warehouse over the last 2 months because we're not finding buyers. How interesting. The colony is starving and people aren't buying fish. I know the situation with the board puts us in a tough... Well, yeah, I suppose because the boards cut them off. Put us in a tough spot. We need to start thinking about how we're going to keep Stellar Bay afloat if we can't get sales up. Brack, seriously, where are you? You've missed 3 shifts. This is getting ridiculous even for you. Okay. I need an authorization code. Ooh, that's a yes. That's very informative, that is. Don't you think that's informative, guys? That's very informative. Where am I gonna find an authorization code? If I was an authorization code, where would I be? Anybody got any bright ideas? Talk to Velma again, see if any dialogue options have come up.
I'd give you a friendlier welcome, but I'm up to my elbows in Saltuna guts.
Gosh, this old girl's in a rough way. Even old Bess in Edgewater was in better shape than this.
Hey, you want to try running a cannery with obsolete machinery? You be my guest.
Sorry.
Fine. Maybe we should go and find Braxton. Because you never know, the two, ooh, this is a bit fancy. I was going to say the two, what am I talking about? The two, literally not a clue. That came out my mouth, the two, and then I've got no idea where I was going from there. The two missions might be linked, I was gonna say. If we go and find Braxton, he might have an authorization code, and that could get us into the terminal. This is very sexy. Look at this. I don't know why all the water's going up into a thing. I don't know if it's been cleaned or something. I don't know, but it looks very cool. Can I go in the water? Oh no, there's an invisible wall. Well, that's boring. Game. Okay. So, yeah, if we go and find Braxton. Ooh! Ooh! Transition to Stellar Bay Ruins South. Well, that's exciting. I don't think that's the thing we want to do right at this moment. We'll find Braxton, though. That might lead us, possibly, to a, oh, there's a dead person. To, ooh, there's a bloody note. Would that bloody note have, like, you know... It's part of a quest, apparently. I think that was, Lila's quest. Of something else. So, if we pop... Braxton's a pop. We'll go and do that. Go and see if we can find him. I am aware that the stream keeps dropping out because my internet connection's gone a bit funny for reasons best known to itself. That's alright. Hopefully it'll all be fine.
Help! Someone's been killed!
Okay, someone's been killed. Ooh, this is a bit fancy. Let's go and see who's been killed. Who's been killed? Well, you two don't seem particularly bothered. That's Laura. Hi, Laura. Hi.
You startled me. Don't sneak up on a person like that, huh?
Okay, I'm looking for Braxton.
Braxton? I've never even heard of a Braxton. Got nothing for you, sorry.
Okay. Ooh, you've been taking drugs. Oh, relax, no one's in trouble. Just looking to have a friendly chat with him.
Oh. In that case, he told me he was delivering to this house in the ruins south of town. Whole family had fallen sick and he had some meds on hand. So maybe look for him there?
I remember this quest.
Folk who disappear in the wilderness generally aren't able to come back. Don't get your hopes up.
I remember, this is the cannibal quest, isn't it? Spoilers. Drop in a care package off with the Mathers in the old ruins south. Still a baby back soon. Laura, I know you're reading this. Stay up for my things. Okay. Yeah, this is the cannibal storyline. I love a good cannibal storyline. Anyway, there was a guy ran out of here saying somebody had been murdered, and then we just haven't followed up on that. Has somebody been murdered? Is there a murdered person around here who needs my attention? If you have been murdered, raise your hand. These two don't seem bothered. But he ran out being all like, oh, there's been a murder. Hi. Now you're cowering. Has there been a murder?
I think I'm gonna be sick.
Well, it was nice of you to wait for me. Okay, pull yourself together and tell me what happened.
I clean the apartments while everyone's at work. I've seen all sorts of messes, but this... If you're going into the apartments, do not go into the lower one on the right. That's where the body is. Now, if you'll excuse me, I need to go contemplate a hot shower.
Okay, lower one on the right. That would be this one. Ooh.
Oh, sorry.
Sorry. Just spooked me, was all.
Even Stellar Bay ain't safe these days. What's the world coming to?
Pavati, you can't even see in the room yet. Like, we have walked in on worse scenes than this. We went to the bloody place where everybody had been savaged by raptidons and there were just loads of corpses that didn't have heads anymore. Like, that was much worse than this. Okay, so I think it's possible there's been a bit of a struggle in this apartment. I think there's been a bit of a tussle. There's the victim. Oh, you didn't even have anything on you. That's just rude to die and not have anything on you. We've got a Magpie, I'll have that. Right, examine. This betting slip lists some increasingly bold wagers made for a team called Mostly Colonists. It's from Left Field Tossball Betting. Oh dear. Oh dear. And several ragged outfits, all the same cut and colour, were stuffed into this suitcase. Okay. That's a bit cartridge. We'll steal that because that's just the kind of person we are. Okay, investigate left field tossball betting. I've completely forgotten about the whole authorization code that I was trying to find, by the way. I haven't been in this apartment yet. Ooh, there's a terminal. Hello. I love a terminal. Mr. Nandy, sorry to bother you about this. Something foul is leaking from the apartment upstairs. I don't know what Celia's keeping up there, but she works for you, right? Do you think you could talk to her about it? Isaac, can you please try to keep your windows shut? As I've tried to explain, leaving them open, especially when you've got food out, invites manta swarms, and a manta swarm infestation is everybody's problem. Braxton, I know you keep odd hours. I know because I've heard you coming and going at all times of the day and night, but maybe you could try to close the door a little more quietly. I have rather sensitive nerves. Every time I hear your door, I think we're in the middle of another Amber Heights. Oh, okay. So I used to be a meter reader. I used to read gas and electric meters. And when I was doing the city centre, because I would work all around, but when I was doing the city centre, I had a lot of like tenement flat block things that I used to go into. And I always used to find it hilarious, like the notes that people would write to each other. Like, usually on the back of the main door, there would be all these notes that people had stuck on with, like, their various grievances that they had with each other. With things like, you know, whoever it is who keeps slamming the door at 4 o'clock in the morning, could you please stop? Things like that. And whoever it is who keeps forgetting to bring the bins back in. And stuff. I used to find it quite funny reading them, but it was stuff like that, just like little grievances they would all have with each other. Right, so house. Why am I going to a house? Which bloody quest have I got selected? I don't bloody know. Okay, that's the house that Braxton's going to. We'll not go there just yet. We'll investigate left field tossball betting. We're jumping around all over the place. Oh, that's Nell again. Oh, okay. I'll go and talk to Nell. Ooh. Hi, Nell. Hi.
If it isn't the famous hacker, enjoying Stellar Bay. What can I do for you?
Okay, I found this betting slip in a dead man's apartment.
Poor Isaac. I was wondering why I hadn't seen him in a few days. I'd really like to help. Isaac was a sweet fellow, even if he did have terrible teeth.
What a random thing to say about somebody. Okay, what do his teeth have to do with anything?
They were pretty distinct. Monarch doesn't exactly have a thriving dental industry, and Isaac seemed to get stuck in all sorts of bad habits, dietary and otherwise. Sometimes he'd drink purpleberry punch by the liter. Other times, he'd keep betting on a losing team. Started owing the wrong people money.
Okay, who did he owe?
I don't know for sure, but I saw Elijah and his buddies pushing Isaac around. They're hooligans from Fallbrook. They sweep into town, drop supplies off behind the warehouse, and spend the rest of their stay getting rowdy over tossball games. They usually loiter in the alley behind the yacht club. They're not allowed in the bar anymore. I bet you anything Isaac ran into trouble with one of them.
Okay, thanks for the tip.
Mr. Sanjar will be pleased to hear about it when you're done. I know he gets fed up with the Fallbrook bullies, but there's not much he can do.
Okay, it's the case files of Detective Tanky Titwillow. I might make that the title of the live stream. Case files of Detective Titwillow. Oh. Anybody know any good, like, private detective games? I think that would be cool if we played a private detective game on the channel. I think that would be quite fun. Can't think of any off the top of my head. I think that would be fun. It's only Saturday and I don't want to see another chocolate bunny for the rest of my life. I know, right, soulmate? I was pleased that I had this week off. I mean, I was back at work today, but I had the rest of the week off because working in retail just makes you hate anything like this. Easter, Christmas, Mother's Day, hate all of them. I don't hate Halloween yet. I still enjoy Halloween, but I hate Christmas and I hate Easter. I hate Mother's Day. I don't know what it is about Mother's Day. There's something about Mother's Day. Just Father's Day. Nobody bats an eyelid. You wouldn't even notice. But Mother's Day, the shop just gets so fucking busy. Hi.
Oh, thank you for stopping. Everyone acts like nothing's wrong. Like my little boy isn't at risk of being eaten by some vile creature. Please, you have to help me get my little Tucker back. He ran away and is going to get himself killed. Oh, I just know a raptidon is melting him with acid as we speak.
Okay, I remember this quest. Okay, your child is missing. Where'd you see him?
Oh, I just knew you were a good person. Agnes, I said, this is the woman to save your little ducky. And I was right. He ran out into the wilderness a few days ago. I warned him about the raptidons, mantisaurs, and marauders, the toxic sulfur pools, and poisonous plants, but he didn't listen.
Oh, law, Captain. A youngster won't last long in a place like this. Please, can't we help?
You ain't wrong, but if he hasn't made it to Amber Heights by now, there's no saving him.
Please, won't you go and find my boy?
Okay, why would he run away?
He's been pining for an adventure. Says he's tired of living cooped up behind the walls. But he doesn't understand how dangerous it is out there. I warned him. A raptidon would snap him up first chance it got. I just know one's ripped his arm off and is gnawing on his sweet little fingers. He should have listened to his mama. I promised I'd keep him safe here with me.
Okay. Where would he have gone?
He's been listening to those awful broadcasts that the iconoclasts put out. I begged Sanjar to put a stop to them, but did he? No! And now I just know my boy's run off to Amber Heights. That is, if a manta queen hasn't spooled out and eaten his entrails for breakfast already.
If a queen got to him, he died quick. Ought to be thankful for that. Most aren't so lucky.
Oh, where's my fainting chair? I can't take this.
Okay. I'll help find your son.
Thank you. Oh, I know he'll be safe now that someone's able to fetch him home. You look for him in Amber Heights, you hear? It's down the road southwest of town. I'm sure he made it that far. I just know it. And if you find any of them iconoclasts indoctrinating my boy, you punch them in the mouth. Tell them what I think of them luring little boys away from their mamas. It's immoral.
Okay, I remember this quest. This quest's fun. Right, so that's Elijah. Go and talk to him. Hi! Elijah, Berta, Thug, and Thug. Oh, I think the Thugs are twins.
This ain't your alley.
It's not your alley either. Hi!
Hey! What are you doing here? This is our secret alley. Berta already pissed by those crates to market.
Ew. Ew. I know you murdered Isaac.
Listen, that purple-toothed twerp had it coming. Not that anyone has proof. And not that it's any of your business.
Oh, I'm still not intimidating enough. Oh my god, I'm Tanky Titwillow. How can I not be intimidating enough? Fine, I'll just hit him with a hammer. We'll just do that. We'll just go for the hammer option. Oh my god, we're dying. Right, okay. Let's get you. He's down. Oh, Nyoka got some slow motion axe. What's the word I'm looking for? Action. There we go. And Berta got incinerated. Okay. Well, they're all dead now. Ooh, and I'm gonna steal the stuff I can steal. Because I'm feeling steely. I don't know. Right, okay. Put my hammer away. Let me get my hammer out for special occasions. Ooh, a flamethrower. Oh, I'm not allowed to use it. I've got a rule. I've got a rule where I can only use hitty things. I'll have to give the flamethrower to somebody else. That's alright. Right, okay. So...
What was it like in Edgewater? I hear you workers were on the clock every available moment.
We always got 8 hours a day for sleeping. Just not always consecutive.
My condolences. I appreciate consistent wages like any other sane person, but that still sounds awful. At least Sanjar gives his folks weekends.
Weekends?
Hands of the Void. I used to drop by the bar in Stellar Bay to knock a few back with the folks who had Saturdays off.
Don't know what I'd have done with that much time. I was always behind schedule anyhow.
Knowing you, you'd sit and be alone with your thoughts.
That's mostly what I do on my days off. Right, we're going to talk to Sanjar, apparently. Does anybody know why we're going to talk to Sanjar? I have no idea, but apparently we're going to talk to Sanjar. Hi!
Well, new business turns up at last. Celia, didn't I tell you our new statistics-based advertising model would be a hit?
That you did, sir.
How can yield improvements of 26.7% not quicken the pulse? How can 32% cost savings not moisten the loins?
You've often posed these very questions.
Clear my schedule. This newcomer has a meeting with me.
Did he honestly just say moisten the loins? Okay, so that's very generous of you.
Celia, will you make a note of that for my self-review? Very generous.
Noted.
But not so generous I can't drive a good bargain. Now, who sent you? Rizzo's, perhaps? Or Auntie Cleo herself?
Yeah, I'm charting my own path, going where the wind takes me.
What a charming notion. One doesn't meet many free spirits in Halcyon. Not outside Tartarus prison, anyway. Forgive me, I'd be positively enraptured. Only, I take it this means you aren't here for Saltuna.
If I have to do one more weird science project passed off as food in this brat-fucked colony, I'm going to stab someone. Yeah, that's the sort of thing Titwillow would say.
Yes, that's it. Channel your anger. I only wish I could do the same.
Seems like you're having a rough time, Mr. Sanjar. Are you doing quite all right?
Oh, don't worry on my account. This is merely the latest in a long line of professional erotic and athletic disciplines. I had hoped that livening up our advertisements with enticing figures would draw the other corporations back to our bosom, but it seems we're back to the drawing board.
I like the idea that he has erotic disappointments. And that he admits it to strangers. Okay. Okay, what are you hoping to accomplish?
Thanks to the so-called hazard clause, Monarch has been cut off from the board's resources and protection for 10 years now.
So-called is right. We've got our hazards, but we're still here, damn it. The board took off without so much as a thought for the folks left behind.
I don't... Dang it, Captain, that's not right. Folks on Monarch shouldn't have to suffer just because the board says so.
Now, we've kept ourselves in business by trading with individual corporations, but given the off-the-books nature of those transactions, such arrangements are precarious.
Sounds like you're freer than anyone else in Halcyon. Why not embrace it?
You talk like Graham.
Freedom always sounds nice, doesn't it? It makes a rather pretty slogan. But if you sit down and tally up the costs, how you provide for yourself in the absence of aid, how you protect yourself from a hostile galaxy, it starts to lose its shine.
Okay, so what do you mean to do about it?
Well, Mr. Nandi here has a rather ingenious plan to get MSI restored to the board.
On our terms, mind you.
But will that help the people here, Mr. Sanjar? Keep them fed and safe?
That's precisely what I'm trying to do.
And if our advertising scheme hasn't borne fruit, then perhaps it's time we took matters into our own hands.
Okay, this lady knows what's going on.
It's true, our Celia is an alarmingly competent middle manager. At any other company, she'd be wasted in data entry. The plan she refers to is a two-pronged approach, and the first part involves seeing Stellar Bay properly defended.
Okay, how do you mean to do that?
With a Bolt 52 cartridge, of course. If you can get us what we need to rejoin the board, starting the Bolt 52, we'll be able to become one of the most productive and secure cities in Halcyon.
And you'll have a powerful ally on the board.
Okay, what is a Bolt 52?
Why, one of the strongest defenses in Halcyon. An extremely powerful ordnance.
Okay, and where do I find one?
In the old arms building southwest of town, which used to be part of Stellar Bay before we had to move our walls in. These days it's overrun with marauders and raptidons.
Okay, sure.
So taciturn, so dour. I'll be waiting with bated breath. Oh, and while you're at it, there should be a terminal in the arms building with some dangerous information. Perhaps you could delete it so it doesn't fall into the wrong hands.
Okay, absolutely. I mean, you do know that I will probably be reading it first. Anyway, I'm sure we came to talk to him about something else.
For you?
Oh yes, Isaac Rose is dead. I found the people who killed him.
But that's terrible. What happened?
The killers are dead.
But that means we won't be able to log their testimonies. If there's one thing I've been hoping to re-establish in Stellar Bay, it's proper documentation for legal matters.
Okay, but unfortunately my Intimidate wasn't high enough, so... You know, yeah, maybe I could have gotten their statements if they hadn't been ready to kill me.
Always a shame when tempers get the better of good sense. Still, your intervention in the matter is much appreciated. Please consider this payment for your services.
Okay. I met Grim, the landing pad guard. I don't know why I'm telling you this, but apparently I am.
I see. And was his delivery of the MSI authorized greeting up to snuff?
Yes, he did a bang-up job.
Well, that's excellent. I'll see that your feedback makes it into his review. What else can I do for you?
Okay, I reckon I'll do us for now. Dr. Celia, have you shacked up with Sebastian yet?
As you were.
Apparently not. Okay, so... That's the arms storage. What else have we got going on? I still need to find a flipping authorization code, don't I? Caleb believes Velma has been skimming money out of the warehouse accounts. If you can find proof, you can use that as leverage to make Velma negotiate. Okay, but I don't actually have... Oh, hang on a minute. Maybe Caleb has the authorization code. There's a thought. There's a thought that my tiny brain didn't
You ever been off Monarch?
consider.
Before you met the captain, I mean.
Nah, I mostly just drank and hunted. As soon as you stop to dream of other things, that'll be the day something sneaks up and eats you.
Don't fret. I'm watching your back now. Anything tries to eat us, I'll give it a mighty whack on the nose.
Well, I'll be damned. You watch my back, I'll watch yours.
Oh, I love you, okay. Hi.
Why don't you grab a chair, sit a spell, and revel with us?
We need to talk about Velma.
Sure thing. What did you want to discuss?
Oh, I can't ask him for an authorization code. I need an authorization code. Where am I going to get an authorization code? Because that's just pointing me to Caleb and then the stash. I'm not nicking Caleb's stash. I support strikers. Where am I going to find an authorization code? Where am I going to find an Authorization code. Where am I going to find an authorization code? Do you have an authorization code? You're sitting behind a fancy desk.
If you want to talk to the boss, she's in the back of the warehouse.
Okay. 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 You can't pick pockets, can you? So if you could pick pockets, I would try to pick her pocket, because that would seem like a sort of place I would find an authorization code. But you can't pick pockets. So... yeah. Where would I find authorization code? Gonna be just like lying around somewhere? Is it gonna be... I don't know. I've only found the one terminal, and it's the terminal that needs an authorization code. I've talked to everybody I could think to talk to. Ah! She's got a container that needs a key, because my lockpick isn't high enough. That needs to be up to 50. I don't think, even with all of my lockpicky armour and whatnot, I could get it up to 50. An authorization code. Now I also need to find a bloody key to Velma's bloody thing. I wonder if Velma has a house I could, like, break into. There's a thought. Do I have a map? That's Sebastian. That's... I might have to come back to this.
What do you think of the unreliable Parvati?
There's always something to fix, and it's neat working in the Aether. I always took Atmo for granted. Now, if I drill through the hull, we all suffocate. Exciting, you know?
I'm not sure I wanted to know that. Being in space sets me on edge enough.
You know about stellar emissions? Actually, I probably shouldn't tell you about those. I mean, not unless you want to know how we're all likely to get spacers lung.
Right. Okay. When we get back to the ship, I'm drinking this conversation right out of my recollection.
It's probably worth noting that Nyoka hasn't been on the ship yet. So, you know. Where was Sebastian? I don't know why, but I want to talk to Sebastian. Where? This is where he was, right? Isn't this where he was? Or is that him? That's him. Hello.
You look like a woman who's looking for some mostly fresh animal parts.
I wanted to follow up on him and Celia, but, he really does just have animal parts. But, yeah, maybe we can follow up on him and Celia later. Have I got anything to sell? I've got some stuff to sell. I'll sell all my ammo. That'll do. I haven't done much looting, have I? Right, okay, so what do we feel like doing? How long have we been going? Nearly 3 hours. Should we see if we can go and find Braxton? Should we do that? We'll go and do that. Oh, actually, there was a secret door, wasn't there? was a secret door through the back of the Salt Tuna place, wherever the hell that was. It had a secret door that led us to the ruins. That's the apartments. That's the Salt Tuna place, isn't it? There we go. There an authorization code anywhere? Do you have an authorization
That
code?
was not so bad, as long as you avoid her when she's stressed.
Well, I think she's probably always stressed, considering she's, you know, running the place. Right, yeah, there was a secret door. There was a secret door. There was a secret door. I remember. I remember there being a secret door. There's a secret door. There is the secret door. Still a big ruins. Hopefully this is where we're supposed to go. Dee, 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 dee. I haven't done much hammer hitting in this episode. So, you know, we need to get some
Got a minute?
hammer hitting. Hi!
Hey, got a favor to ask you. Figure while we're out here in the wilderness anyhow, we might stop in on an old friend of mine. Preferably before we get to Hiram's. It's on the way, don't worry. You don't seem the type to run off and get yourself killed, and I could use the help.
Okay, thanks for the compliment, I think.
I'll be upfront with you. I hate asking for help. I hate it. Every time I give someone the opportunity to disappoint me, they seem to make it their most immediate goal. But this, what I'm thinking, is dangerous.
I would never disappoint you, Nyoka. I love you too much. Okay, I'm honoured you're asking and thrilled to accept. What can I do? What kind of danger are we talking about? I'll consider it, but we don't have time right now. Frankly, if I get to hit things with a hammer, I'm in.
Really? Here I was steeling myself for inevitable rejection. I used to run with a band of hunters. Friends. 6 of us. We were on Monarch when the corporations pulled out, and we helped a lot of people pick up the pieces. I haven't seen 2 of them in years, and the rest I know to be dead. I'd like to gather their effects and bury them all in the same places, like the family we once were.
Oh, Nyoka's quest really breaks my heart. Okay, what do you need to do?
First, we go to Hayes. I buried him a ways from our encampment. I need to pay my respects. I'll show you where he rests. He had a medallion in his effects. That's what I'll bring home to Barry.
Okay, and after that?
Then we find my 2 lost trackers and bring them home. A long time ago, we built an encampment in one of Monarch's cave systems. Trouble is, a Mantiqueen showed up and kicked us all out. If we can find Rebecca and Anders, they'll know how to lure her out. Then we kill the bitch and bury everyone's medallions together.
Okay, we're gonna have to kill a Mantiqueen.
Oh yes. I can't wait.
Okay. Yeah, Nyoka's quest makes me sad. Also, the house is 200 meters away, so maybe this wasn't exactly where we needed to be, but still. We'll venture out into the wilderness a little bit. Nyoka just breaks my heart generally. She's such a heartbreaking character, but I love her so much. Okay.
Good old Stellar Bay. Only place on the planet that don't stink of sulfur. On account of it stinking like fish instead.
Okay.
Right, here's the road. Follow it south.
Okay, so the house is over there. There's raptidons, I think they are, over there. Which is fine. Lots of things to hit with a hammer on Monarch, which will make Titwillow happy. She is happiest when she hits things with a hammer. Not as pretty as what Terra 2 is, but you know, can't have it all. Right. Go around here. This is the house where Braxton disappeared. I'm sure there is a perfectly reasonable explanation for why he disappeared. I just need to kill these raptidons first. Whee! Oh, that was right on his little noggin. And then we just whack this lot until they fall over. That was Pavati. I'm pretty sure I hit Pavati. I'm sorry, Pavati. I didn't mean to hit you. Is there another one? There's another one. And that one is now dead. Ooh! All of his limbs flew off at once. Oh my goodness. Okay. Right. So So, this is the house where Braxton disappeared. We'll go and knock on the door with our giant hammer. Transition to Mather residence. There we go. Okay, I am definitely keeping my hammer out. They've got a creepy piano. That means you keep your hammer out. If you ever walk into somebody's house and they've got a creepy piano, you get your hammer out. Look, it's playing itself. It's a piano that's playing itself. That is a get your hammer out kind of a situation. Okay. So. Hi.
A visitor? What an unexpected surprise. Please, come in. Come in.
I'm getting real bad fight or flight right now. Watch your step. People ain't this friendly outside city walls.
The Edgewater deserters were perfectly nice, and they lived outside the city walls. Well, maybe not Adelaide, but everyone else.
That's the spirit. Now come in. Make yourselves comfortable.
Okay, I'm looking for a man named Braxton. He supposedly came by here.
I'm afraid we don't get many visitors out here. The raptidons and marauders scare off all but the boldest. And if you've braved them, you must be exhausted. Why don't you stay for dinner?
Okay! Are you sure you haven't seen Braxton? I heard he was delivering medicine to you.
I'm sure I would remember something like that. Now, quit fretting yourself about that. Make yourself at home. Dinner's almost ready.
Something ain't right about this.
Yeah, we've just stepped into a Resident Evil game, I think. Right! Hi!
Oh, hello there. You come for dinner?
Yeah, I'm looking for a man named Braxton.
Sorry, I'm not real good with, names.
Okay, is something wrong?
It just gets hard to remember things. I recall moments, feelings, but the details slip.
I felt like that after my dad passed. Walked around in a haze for weeks. I'm sorry you're feeling that way, too.
Other times, it's like there's fog. Sorry, have we talked about this before?
Okay, so he's on drugs. Maybe I can help you.
That's nice of you. I usually feel better after I eat. Mama said dinner's almost ready, huh?
Okay. Okay. Definitely keeping my hammer out. Hi!
What a pleasant surprise. And just when I was beginning to fear we'd seen the last of good company for a spell. Yet the Eternal provides, does it not?
Okay. Okay. If you're so good for company, why live all the way out here?
The Eternal does not desire that we huddle and hide, crowded in by walls. We all share the spark of the divine, and we were made to spread it across the stars. Out here, we are free, and even apart from society, the universe provides for us, as your being here proves.
Okay. Things have a way of working out, I suppose. What do you mean by that? Yeah, what do you mean by that?
Just that your presence here is a gift to us, and one that we don't take for granted. Look at me, prattling on as if this gravy is going to cook itself. Why don't you run along until we are ready for dinner?
She's got a monobrow. Never trust a person with a monobrow, Nyoka. It's my life advice. Ooh, a locked door. I love a locked door in a creepy house. Hello, Lizzie.
Oh, hi there. Did you come to bring us more of those rocket candies?
Ooh. What are you talking about?
You know, the ones that come in a bottle with a rocket ship on the front. They don't taste very good, but they make me feel so nice. Hungry, too.
Okay. Sure, let's lie to her.
That's wonderful. There was this other man who used to bring them. Not anymore, though.
Okay, what's his name, Braxton?
I don't know. I'm not really supposed to talk to strangers.
Okay, what can you tell me about him?
Mama and Papa said he came from the city. When we got sick one time, he brought those candies to make us well again. And they worked. Now we feel better than ever. Mama says they're a gift from the Eternal.
Okay, why isn't he bringing more?
He said they were making us sick. Mom and Papa got real mad at him for that. They went to have a talk with him. Afterwards, they said he wasn't coming back again.
Okay.
Okay. Maybe I'll see you at dinner.
We wouldn't want to intrude.
Okay. Ooh, there's an upstairsy bit. Go and have a look at the upstairsy bit. Interesting. There's plants. That's probably suspicious or something. Ah, there's a room that I can see into, but it's locked. Let's have a poke around the not locked places first, because when we go into locked places, it may result in everybody, like, you know, suddenly becoming not so friendly. They've got a hand dryer in their bathroom. Oh my god, how many people have a hand dryer in their bathroom? You tell me now in the chat if you have a hand dryer in your bathroom. I don't have a hand dryer in my bathroom. That's not a thing normal people have. So that's the thing that I'm most suspicious about, these people. They have a hand dryer in their bathroom. Right, so this is presumably Lizzie's room. That's some stuff I'm not gonna
What are you doing in my room?
steal. I was just looking around.
Liar. You're trying to steal the last of my rocket candies, aren't you?
Nope.
The ones that come in a bottle with a rocket ship on it. Like the other man used to bring.
No, absolutely not. She doesn't have any anyway. Does she? I don't think she does. Not that I can find. Look in here. Ooh, that's a hand. That's suspicious, probably. That's starring Edith. Interesting. Ooh. Sunrise. The sun crests the horizon as round, soft and warm as the lump of a cysty pig. The day is fresh, alive with possibility. Trees! Ever reds rise from the ground, glistening and triumphant in daylight. They remind me that life can grow, even here amidst the dust. Sky! Monarch 1 grows large without an E, and dark like a moth that eats the sky. I tried to think of words I had to describe it, but something dark swallows them too. Okay. Hunger, there is okay, I think whoever was writing this was Levy, was going slowly insane. So we know that there were like drugs going on. Oh my god, I'm gonna have to drink some tea to make me better at lockpicking. Mind attributes, that's the one. Drink some of that, marvellous. And I don't have enough mag picks. Fuck! There was one in here I could steal. Might be able to steal one from here as well, yeah. But go inside, drop a quick save. Steal a mag pick. Nope, absolutely didn't steal a mag pick. What the fuck are you talking about, stealing a mag pick? I don't know what you're talking about. Okay, I'm gonna have to drink more tea. No!
Hey, I saw that.
You didn't see that. What are you talking about? Oh, that just takes us back outside. That was a useless thing to pick anyway.
What do you think you're doing?
Well, I have a feeling that I'm about to hit you with a giant hammer. Luckily, though, I'm very good at lying.
Just don't make any trouble for me, okay?
I can't believe I used all my mag picks just to open a door that just takes me back outside. That means I'm not going to have any mag picks to pick open the door upstairs. Oh, shit, I didn't think of that. This one. Well, I'm probably going to have to kill them all anyway, and one of them's probably got the key on him. Or her. That's a lot of blood. Yeah. Okay. So if I go back downstairs with my giant hammer, have a little chat.
I hope you favor ketchup and woolly cheddar. We have to make two.
You must be famished. So are we, my friend, but one can't rush a fine meal.
Reading the chat. Oh, why is the door locked?
Is it sticking again? I'm afraid nothing out here works the way it used to.
Have they locked the front door?
There's a bit of a trick to jimmying it open. I'll see to it once we've finished dinner.
That always used to freak me out. You know what I was saying? I used to be a meter reader. It always used to freak. It didn't happen very often, but very occasionally, when you would go into somebody's house to read the electric meter, they would lock the door behind you. That used to unnerve me a little bit. I'll be honest. Like I say, it didn't happen very often, but ever so occasionally, you would have somebody who would lock the door, and you're just like, I am here to read the electric meter. I will literally be like 20 seconds. Don't lock the door behind me. Anyway, yes, no, you'll see to it now.
Please, there's no need for incivility. Though I certainly understand how hunger sharpens the temper, I promise I'll get the door open once we've had our meal. Until then, why don't you stretch your legs a bit? A nice walk around the house will surely limber them up.
Oh, you want me to explore the house? I mean, I could just attack him. I feel like that's the best way of dealing with this situation. Yeah. Well, maybe we'll poke around just a little bit more. I want to see if I can provoke them into attacking me.
Nice to meet you. Wait, did I already say that?
Well, I could steal their Magpie, because that would probably make them. Want to attack me. Yep, we are very much locked in, but we could get out. We could get out through the upstairs door that I've now unlocked. I feel like I'm just going to have to hit them all with a hammer, aren't I? The thing is, I don't know they've done anything yet. I mean, I can kind of see there's a lot of blood in there. But I can't, like, confront them. Oh, fuck it. I'm just going to have to go and attack him. Just going to have to go and attack him. Right. Hi again.
You must be famished. So are we, my friend, but one can't rush a fine meal.
Okay, yeah, I'm not staying locked in here with you. There we go. Now we get to hammer him to death. Oh, have you got a little sword? Have you got a tiny little sword? Oh, bless. I've got a giant friggin' hammer, love. And you have got a tiny, tiny, tiny little gun. Look at your tiny little gun. Where's the other one? Where is she? Hi! Boop. And down. Oh, she's cowering. That made it a bit sad that she was cowering at the end. Right, coercive weakness. Suffering too many corrosive burns has made you weak against corrosive damage. No, I'm not going to go for that one. Purple berry bunch. Soft sour candy shell around a sweet purple berry flavoured centre. Natural health regeneration. So that must have been the rocket candies she was talking about. Do any of them have a key on them? Presumably, because I have to be able to get out of here somehow. That's a key. Ooh, that's an arm. And there we go. Okay, so go upstairs, open the secret room. Oh.
These sulfur-sodden assholes. Ain't enough that the rats eat everyone? Now people are doing it too?
Ew. 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 Okay. If lost, please return to Ballard Velma or current supervisor of MSI Fishery Operations Survey. Ew. 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 Yeah, they were the mad cannibal family. Love a good mad cannibal family storyline. Oh dear. Right. Well, that's that then, I suppose. I don't know what the whole thing was about them being like on drugs. The kids appeared to be like on drugs. I don't really know what that was all about. Anyway, now that she's gone, we can probably just nick all of her stuff. and then we can just nip out of here. And now we can go back to Velma. Is there anything out here worth noting? Can I just jump off the balcony? Or is that going to break my ankles? It's probably going to break my ankles. Yeah, only slightly broke my ankles though, it was fine. Right, okay, we will head back to Velma. Tell her about Braxton. We still haven't found a fucking authorization code. Oh!
Ooh. Smells like those old Sundays when we'd unload salt tuna shipments at the cannery.
You'll get used to it. Give it 10 or 15 years.
You know what? I love the smell of a harbour. I'm weird like that. You know that really intensely fishy smell that you get in a harbour? I love that smell. Don't ask me why.
It is, but my gun's been acting funny. Used to be, I had to correct for a bit of leftward drag. Got used to standing just so, and after a while, it put a thorn in my side, something awful. Lately, though, it ain't pulling. I find my stance much improved.
Oh, that's real good to hear. It took me a while to... never mind.
What? Girl, have you been touching my stuff?
I'm sorry, I should have asked. I just got real bored, and I seen you leaning, and the gun was sitting right there.
You know, the last time I caught someone messing with my equipment, I threw him in a sulfur pool. But I appreciate the help. You want to make modifications, just come ask me, alright? I ain't gonna bite.
Oh, they're so sweet. Fred's gonna leave soon, that's alright. I'm gonna wrap up soon. Because, you know, I am ill. And I don't fancy going the full 4 hours, to be honest. I reckon we're gonna talk to Velma about Braxton and then we'll call it a day. We've made it to like 3 1/4 hours, which is more than what I thought, because my throat's acting up a little bit. So, you know. Hello, Velma! Oh, I'll put my hammer away. That probably gives the wrong impression. Hi!
I'd give you a friendlier welcome, but I'm up to my elbows in salt tuna guts.
Yes, bad news about Braxton.
That he's got his load on and I'm stuck covering his shift?
Okay, give her Braxton's ID.
That's... Wow. I sure feel like an ass now.
Okay, cheer up, maybe you can hire someone better. It's a rotten way to go.
Yeah, I wouldn't wish that on Catherine herself. Still, it's good to know what happened to him. And that I ought to start looking for a replacement. Something else on your mind?
Would you happen to want to give me an authorization code? Seems not. You said Braxton had been stealing drugs, though.
Stealing's such a nasty word. Let's call it skimming. And yeah, let's just say I've noticed the sterile biotics we use for the fish would get used a little faster on Braxton shifts.
Okay. Why didn't you turn him in?
We're not like those corporate towns where you get fined for sleeping on the wrong side of the bed. Besides, the Spacer's Choice stuff we use is cheap enough. And Braxton knows how to get the salt tuna, fat and mostly tumor-free. Or new, I guess.
Okay. We'll leave her be. Right, so we still need to find an authorization code, but I don't know where we find one. So we're shelving that one for the time being. I kind of remember actually having trouble with that quest before. So yes, I don't know. Maybe I'll Google it. Maybe I'll cheat and Google it. But for now, I reckon we'll call it a day, because we're mostly finished with like the in-town stuff, or at least the immediate in-town stuff. So next time we can start off by like heading out into the wilderness to go and find the information broker. That seems like a good place to start a live stream. So yeah. What date is next Saturday? Hang on. I'll have a little check. Next Saturday will be the 26th. Because, you know how last week we had our little Our little talkie live stream where we didn't actually play a game. And I said we should do this, like, maybe on the first Sunday of every month. So we're going to pencil in Sunday the 4th of May to just have a talkie live stream where we just sit and talk. I thought that would be a fun idea. But it's not going to be next week, it's going to be the week after that. Right, okay, so next week, next Saturday... sorry, I've got cat hair up my nose and it's really annoying me. Next Saturday, we shall return at the usual time of 3:30 GMT, and we shall continue with the Outer Worlds, and we shall head out into the wilderness of Monarch. And I'm going to leave us on this lovely view of that. I don't know what that is, but it looks so cool. It looks like it's sucking the water up and then doing something to it, but I don't know what. Purifying it or something, probably. I don't know, but it looks kind of cool. So, ooh, the sky's gone green. Oh, that's very sexy. Oh, I like that. Okay, so I'm going to leave us with that beautiful view, and I shall see you again next week when I will hopefully not be ill, and we might get a bit more done, and I might actually make some kind of sense. But I can't promise anything, because, you know, it's me. But anyway, until then, I shall say farewell to you.